Spain. We're going to do a little bit more language learning today. We're going to do a little bit more Indonesian on Duolingo and some more Japanese on LingoDeer. And why is my music still playing? Sorry about that. You can hear me. And then we'll see what else we're going to do after that. Something interesting, possibly. Oh, forgot to shake this up. Oh well. Stirred, not shaken. Oh, lovely. Alrighty, so let's start with some Indonesian today. And Wednesdays is usually my day off, but I don't like doing something. Okay. Audio seems fine. There's my other headphones. So, bahasa Indonesia, I think is how it's pronounced. I don't remember. So let's do a little bit. What was that actually? Oops. I guess technically that stuff still shows up because it's just okay. 3 lessons left in this skill. Let's continue.
Siapa yang di belakang kamu?
Let me just do this. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, I did hide the characters because I don't find that they're very they're actually honestly a little distracting for my language learning, and they have nothing to do with the sentences that they're giving you. So
Belakang. Siapa yang
is
di belakang kamu?
behind you. Who's behind you?
Kami berjalan bersama menuju sekolah. Kami berjalan bersama menuju sekolah bersama.
We walk together to school. I'm not gonna say towards. Okay.
Dia tinggal di Jakarta Barat. Dia
he or she
tinggal
lives
Jakarta Barat. Jakarta di Barat.
Okay. He lives in West Jakarta. Okay.
Utara, selatan, barat, timur. Utara,
North,
selatan,
Utara, Selatan,
barat,
Barat,
timur.
Okay. North, South, West,
Barat,
East.
utara, selatan, barat, selatan, timur.
North, South, West, and East. I'm used to saying North, South, East, and West. His school is in the east direction. Timur is east. Okay.
Dia menuju Bali. Dia
she
menuju Bali.
is heading to Bali. We are facing north. The south is behind us. Kami facing north. Utara. The south is behind us. I think it's this one. No, kita. Jakarta. Isn't kami we? Oh, sorry, kita and kita. Well, this is definitely wrong. I think that's why. Yeah, I should have went with that. I don't remember the difference between kita and kami.
Tidak ada orang di belakang saya.
Tidak?
Tidak ada orang di belakang saya. Ada
No.
orang
People.
belakang di saya. Orang
No
ada
one is behind
tidak.
you? No one is behind me. Fixed. We walk together to school. Kami berjalan bersama menuju. I think it's this one.
Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara.
Let me turn this up just a tad. Actually.
Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara.
Oh my god, that's a long sentence.
Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Berjalan. Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Barat. Ke.
Seeing me here
Barat.
tapping and the thing don't work.
Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Lalu.
Dia berjalan.
Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara.
Belok.
Belok. Dia berjalan ke barat, lalu belok kanan ke utara. Kanan. Ke. Utara.
That's a long one. Dia berjalan.
Dia berjalan ke barat,
I was right.
lalu belok kanan ke utara.
Okay, I did hear her right. Bali is to the east of Jakarta. Bali, well, it's gotta be that. North, south, west, and east. Utara, selatan, barat, timur. No one is behind me. Tidak ada orang di belakang saya. I think. Next, where is she heading to? Ke mana? Dia terbang ke mana? No. Menuju ke mana dia? Tini faces south. Tini south. South. We are facing north. The south is behind us. Yeah, this one. Kita menjak. No, how do I pronounce that? Men. Gata. Gata. Facing. Gata.
Menghadap.
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 Menghadap. Kita menghadap utara, arah selatan, arah di belakang kita. Interesting. Where is she heading to? Was menuju ke mana dia? Indonesian, please.
Menuju kemana dia?
Menuju ke mana dia? Next. Yay. 2 more lessons. Oh, yeah, start.
Barat, barat daya, selatan.
Barat, barat daya, selatan. Barat,
Barat, barat,
west,
daya,
southwest.
selatan.
South. Okay. West, southwest, south.
Selatan.
So southwest is spoken more like
Barat,
west. And
daya.
then... Okay.
Barat.
Barat, barat daya, selatan.
Saya melihat kucing terbang.
I
Melihat,
see
terbang,
a flying cat.
kucing.
Kucing terbang. Why? I see a flying cat. Saya
Saya melihat kucing terbang.
Saya melihat kucing terbang.
Timur, Tenggara, Selatan.
Timur is east. So I'm guessing is this southeast and then south?
Timur, Tenggara,
Yep, southeast
Selatan.
and south. You don't have to hyphenate. Southeast.
Utara, timur laut, timur.
Utara.
Utara, timur laut, timur.
Northeast.
Timur,
No, utara.
utara, laut,
Yeah, north.
Timur.
East. So east and then
laut. Timur,
east. So north, east, and then east. So this is
Timur.
like saying east.
laut.
See? North, northeast, east. Utara, timur, laut, timur.
Kutub Utara dan Kutub Selatan. Kutub,
North Pole and South Pole.
Kutub, Selatan.
I want to say the North Pole and the South Pole. Alrighty. Here we go.
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
Siapa yang
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
pernah?
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
Too fast.
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
I think that's right. You just got the lawnmower out again. How are you?
Siapa yang pernah? Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
Okay.
Ke Kutub Utara.
I think I spelled that right. What did I miss? Oh, geez. A B.
Barat laut,
I'm
barat
good.
daya, timur laut, tenggara.
Just felt like doing a bit more language stuff. And maybe play a game later. What are you up to today?
Barat,
Barat, laut.
laut,
Northwest. Northwest. Southwest. Okay, wait. I think I got this. Northwest. I'm learning somehow. Southwest. East. No. East. Southeast. Right? And then I'll shoot Tenggara. That one I can't remember. Northwest, southwest. This is northeast.
Tenggara.
No, so-
timur,
oh, this was northeast.
timur,
Whoops.
laut,
Sorry, yes, because loud here
Laut.
for north.
laut.
Yeah. This one's northeast and then southeast. Lecture first thing, then revision. Ordered my PC and now Spidey. Okay, that was cute though. I was Spidey. Ow, Spidey! What are you doing, Spidey? That's cool. You got your PC. When's it arriving then? And I'm waiting. I'm trying to wait a couple more weeks before ordering a laptop because there's supposed to be some more sales coming out in a couple more weeks, and I want to see what's going to be. I want to see what the new sales will be for a new laptop. So I haven't ordered a new one yet. Probably next week because it's a pre-built. That's cool. We fly to the northeast direction. North Pole and South Pole. Kutub Utara dan Kutub Selatan. That's cool, Rachel. This should be fun. What about your monitor? Who has ever been to the North Pole? I don't remember when you said your monitor was going to show up, or did you order one yet? Who has ever been to the North Pole? Siapa yang pernah ke kutub utara? Utara? I can't remember now. Arrives tomorrow. That's cool. She's facing southeast. The northwest is behind her. These are all the same, right? In the beginning here. And then the northeast is behind her. No, sorry, northwest. I am dyslexic with east and west still. I'm excited. That's good. And it's always fun getting new things. And doing new things. I don't know why. East-west, I'm just like... Pfft. I used to have them straight when I lived in Toronto, and I don't have them straight anymore. Northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast. I love this. I see a cat flying. Kucing terbang. Why kucing? Why? This is such a cute word for cat. Their house is in the southwest direction. Rumah mereka di... Yes, Streamlabs is working. Southwest. What did I say was southwest? Oh, Ravenfall raid. Ravenfall's been mean lately. Hasn't given me anything. Oops, anything interesting. Yeah, I've had to restart Ravenfall like multiple times, also because I've had to update my Windows multiple times. And I have a stupid issue with the USB hub that I have plugged into my Windows machine. It screws up. So, and I can't, and to fix it I usually have to restart Windows. I fly toward the northwest. Speaking of which, I need to order a USB drive. That's what I needed to do today, Nate. Totally forgot. Yeah, you had to update multiple times. Such a pain. And it seems like every other day where I go to play something on Steam or check out Steam, I have to update Steam again. I kept locking my PC while I was doing things. Oh, bad Windows, bad. Sire, I fly toward the northwest. You don't have to hyphenate this. Sire terbang. Northwest. Wait, what did I say was northwest again? It was this. Menuju barat. Laut? Laut. I love Windows. I don't love Windows.
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
And I'm starting like Chromebook more and more, except that you need internet to use it. If you completely sign out on Chrome, you can't. If I completely sign out of my Chromebook and I have no internet, I can't sign back into it. Plus, Chromebook is really meant as a portable thing. Yes, I still need something that has storage, so I like my Linux machine.
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
Siapa
yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
pernah?
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara?
Okay. This is the one I got wrong earlier.
Siapa yang pernah ke Kutub Utara? Siapa
Utara?
yang
Is it Utara?
pernah
I think I got it.
ke Kutub Utara?
Yay! Okay, next lesson.
Kapan mereka tiba di sini?
My poor little laptop, I'm not sure it's gonna hold out for 2 weeks. I'm just hoping it'll hold out for 2 more weeks. Like the fan just kicked in more.
Kapan
When
mereka
they-
tiba di
When do they arrive here? Yeah, I can hear the fan. I know, I'm sorry. It just kicked in. But it's a little warm. The one thing about ordering a new PC, laptop, whatever, is that then I'll have to like reinstall everything.
jaraknya jauh,
And I love Linux, but I do have to install a certain amount of stuff onto the Linux thing, and then install Windows as well. So I have to install to look at the Linux instructions again for how to install and dual boot, so that I put Windows on the other side, the other half of my machine. My laptop fan is normally going like a jet engine when I stream.
jaraknya jauh,
Not sure I've noticed actually.
jaraknya jauh,
But then again, I think my microphone is pretty close to the back of the laptop, so it's probably noticeable on mine.
jaraknya,
Jaraknya jauh.
jaraknya jauh,
What is this for? Then again, that kind of noise doesn't bug me. I realize it might bug other people, but your mic doesn't tend to pick it up. That's good. Nate's quietly lurking and working.
Kompas kami hilang.
Huh?
Kompas kami hilang.
Our
Kompas. Kompas. Hilang.
is lost.
Kami.
Our compass is lost. It's lost. I don't think. Why not just say we lost our compass? It's alright, it's alright. You gotta try to learn how they think about things. They think about it like our compass is lost.
lewat sini, lewat,
Lewat sini. Something here?
lewat,
Through here.
sini,
I'm thinking of watching some, we're gonna maybe watch some more YouTube videos later, some, maybe some culture videos or something. That's what I'm thinking. The distance is close. I don't remember what close is, so this is a guess. That is a good guess.
Di mana kompas kamu?
That was a lucky guess.
Di
Where is
Kamu.
your compass?
kompas.
Where's your compass? Yeah, you know, I say this to you when we're playing DST, Nate. Nate, where's your compass? I can't find you. So Rachel, with DST, we've tried playing, what is it, wilderness mode? Yeah, wilderness mode. So we've been playing wilderness mode in DST, and well, a few times actually. Well, maybe only like a couple of times we were playing wilderness mode in DST, and it's actually kind of neat because the map stays the same. Wait, the map stays the same, right? No. Yeah, the map stays the same, but when you die, you lose. When you die, you can come back as a different character, and you don't have to. You can pick a different character. You don't have to wait to be revived. So it's actually kind of been interesting playing that way, but you forget where you were, and you have to find your stuff. So the compass actually comes in really handy in that mode for DST. Nate, where's your compass? We arrived in Japan on Monday. His compass is lost. On Monday. In Japan. Japan. Kami tiba di Jepang. Is that right? Kami tiba di Jepang hari Sen. I can't remember how to pronounce these.
Kami tiba di Jepang hari Senin.
Kami tiba di Jepang hari Senin.
Kami tiba di Jepang hari Senin.
Senin. She sounds a little nasal, like she's speaking Hindi or something.
Tono sudah tiba di Jakarta.
Tono.
Tono
Tono
sudah
already
tiba
arrived in Jakarta. Tono already arrived in Jakarta. The distance is far. Jaraknya jauh.
Jaraknya dekat. Jaraknya dekat.
The distance is close?
Jaraknya dekat.
Yes, that's what they want.
Jaraknya dekat.
Literally, the distance is close. That's a weird... We would never say that in English. That sounds really weird in English. The distance is close. How Because distance is from here to here. It's actually like, I don't know. Back to learning Indonesian. The north direction of this compass is wrong. Arah utara compass ini salah.
Kami tiba di Jepang hari Senin.
Kami tiba.
Kami tiba di Jepang hari Senin. Tiba. Kami tiba.
There's stuff on my screen actually. I can't see it.
Kami
I have so much stuff on my
Jepang.
screen. We
tiba.
arrived in
Jepang
Japan.
Senin. Hari. Jepang.
We arrived in Japan on Monday. Got one more district to complete in Spidey, and then I've done everything. That's cool. Yeah, I know you really like the Spider-Man game, so that's cool. I gotta wipe my screen. I just noticed how dirty it is. Oh damn, there's no cotton balls here. Rachel, help me. I'm addicted to a rhythm game and I can't stream it. I'm so sad. I can't stream it. Well, it's got music by Avicii, okay? So if like Martin Garrix had a rhythm game, I'd totally play that too. And same with Sergei Lazarev. If he had his Russian music in a rhythm game, I'd totally play that. Avicii and Vector? I think it's on Switch actually. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The music is nice and it's got the flying. You're flying a spaceship, so it is pretty cool as for a rhythm game. Yeah, it's a pretty cool one. I've just been recording it instead. Because then I can watch the video and see what I did wrong and try to get better. Okay, I think that's better. I have to wipe my screen. I just didn't realize it was this dirty. Actually, how's the camera? There you go. Yeah, it's not a bad game. Might be a little pricey though. Maybe get it on sale. Through which way? Lewat mana? I still want to beat Saber. Is Saber a different rhythm game? I won't be playing all the rhythm games, just the ones with the music I like. A VR one. Lewat mana? Oh, it is. Lewat sini. Hey, they gave me easy ones this time to type. You can add your own music to it, I think. Oh, That's interesting. Well, then I'd be... I'm gonna be adding all the Russian stuff. Yay! We're done that. I finished that skill of Indonesian. So what do I have left? Tons. Tell me how much I have left. Now look at this number. I like this number, 23332, palindrome. I love these numbers. And I like anything with number 3, 6, and 9 in it. I have, that's the number unlocked, 32 unlocked. What, do the math. 67 plus 3, oh. Sorry, not 60. 37 plus 3. I have 40 more skills. And this many lessons. Alrighty, ready. Japanese. Japanese. But I'm getting there. 79.8% done. Streamlabs, you are working. Yes, those are the Discords I'm in, everyone. Feel free to join. Four lessons? Wait a second, where am I? I'm at... Oh yes, that's my YouTube channel. Oh, where's my Twitter, Streamlabs? Yeah, 4 lessons direction. I think I read these notes earlier to myself. I did read these notes. No, I didn't finish reading these notes. There's my Twitter. In lesson 4 of this unit, we encountered the sentence Please write down your name here. You might be wondering if ni and de are interchangeable here. Well, the answer is no, and here's why. Ni emphasizes where the object of the verb is, or is supposed to be. For example, in this sentence, the object of the verb write is name, and the specific spot this name is on is emphasized. Okay. De shows the locational range where an action takes place. In this sentence, the process of writing down your name might take place in the post office or in a classroom. And if we choose de, we would mean to highlight the post office or the classroom. And 3. In this sentence, if de is used, it means the action writing should be done here, likely right about where the speaker is standing. But it doesn't give information on where the result of this action, the name should appear, or where to write it. Therefore, the speaker needs to use ni and probably point somewhere to specify where the name should appear. Okay. That's an interesting distinction. Nap time, Nate. Fine, Jutja. Saja. Aww. Aww, the little lion went away. Okay, 4 lessons. Oh my god, am I gonna be able to do these? This is left.
左
And she's loud. Why is she loud?
左
Oh, I know why she's loud. Sorry. She's loud for me. Because I actually turned up my volume earlier. For Duolingo. Let's try this again. Hidari.
左
Hidari. Is that a kitty on the chair and under the chair? Aw. These are the exact characters in Chinese as well. They're pretty easy characters and they're actually pretty basic characters. And I actually like the way they look. Hidari. Select right.
右
Hidari, migi.
右
Migi.
左
Hidari. Left. Yeah, right has the little mouth radical for some reason underneath. Select east.
Higashi
Higashi. These characters are also the characters in Chinese. Pretty basic characters. And if you learn to play Mahjong, you'll get used to seeing these characters a lot.
東
Higashi. My mom calls this dong. No, dong. Dong, yeah, ong or dong, depends. Taiwanese or Cantonese. Don't remember. West.
西
Nishi. Actually, sorry, what was this one?
東
Higashi for east in Japanese.
西
Nishi in west. I've heard that before. Okay.
右
Migi. Oh no, I don't remember.
Higashi
Higashi. East. South.
南
Minami. Nam. Namfung. South wind. Nam is what my mom would say.
南
Minami. It does have the word nam in it. Okay, Minami. Wait. Minami.
Minami
North.
北
Kita. Nice.
北
Kita. Okay.
西
Nishi is west.
南
South. I always remember this character as south. This character is south because of the way this thing is pointing south. It's like pointing south. That's the way I remember it. Not saying that's what the pictogram means, but that's how I remember it.
北
Was north. Right? Kita was north. Kita. Easy. Okay, west.
西
Nishi is west. Did they tell me north yet?
北
Kita, yeah, Kita. South,
南
Minami, and east was
東
Higashi. Left. Well, I don't remember now.
左
Higari.
Hi
Hidari?
左
Dari. Next. West. Nishi.
西
Nishi. Next. Right. This one's right.
右
Migi.
左
Higari left. North was Kita.
北
She always says it like Kita. East. I don't remember.
東
Higashi.
東
Higashi. north. Kita.
Ta.
Getting there. Hey, I didn't have to type anything this time. Next lesson. Oh, right. No, that's a traffic light. That's car for sure. This is a station, train station specifically. Eki. Okay, this has to be road.
道
Michi.
道
Michi.
道
Michi or G?
道
Michi.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Kono michi o matsugu
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
itte kudasai. Matsugu.
まっすぐ
Matsugu.
行ってください。
Matsugu itte kudasai.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Michi o matsugu itte kudasai.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Matsugu itte.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Matsugu itte kudasai. Turn. Well, this is climbing. This is running. That's like driving. Wait, I want to hear these.
登る、
Noboru.
走る、
Hashiru.
運転する、
Unden suru. Yes. So this has to be turn.
曲がる、
Wagaru.
曲がる、
Magaru. Magaru.
道、
Michi. Michi. Oh, it was this one for road.
道、
Next. Please go straight down this road. Kono michi o matsugu. Go straight down this road. Itte kudasai, right?
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Kono michi o matsugu
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Matsugu itte kudasai. Okay. Got that, sort of. Understand. Please go straight down this road. Next.
道を左に曲がってください。
Michi o
道を左に曲がってください。
hidari ni
道を左に曲がってください。
nagatte kudasai.
道を左に曲がってください。
Michi o nagatte kudasai. Interesting. Alright. Next. Select crossroads. This was raw. This is basu. See, basu.
バス、
This is traffic light. So this must be the crossroads. Intersection.
交差点、
Kosaten. I want to hear what this one is.
信号、
Shingo.
信号、
Shingo.
交差点、
Kosaten. Okay. Kosaten. No. I can't remember. Mika. What? Turn.
曲がる、
Magaru.
交差点を右に曲がってください。
Kosaten o at the intersection.
右、
交差点の右に
曲が、
向かってください。
交差点を右に曲がってください。
交差点の
交差点を右に曲がってください。
右に
右、
右に
交差点を右に曲がってください。
右に向かってください。Please turn right at the intersection. Select traffic light. Now we got traffic light.
信号、
Shingo. Shingo.
信号から西へ曲がってください。
Shingo kara. Nishi.
西、
Nishi e.
曲が、
Magatte kudasai.
信号から西へ曲がってください。
Shingo kara. Nishi e.
信号から西へ曲がってください。
Magatte kudasai. Okay, next. My brain's gonna start melting. Okay, wait, what is this one again? That's not bus, that's not the road. Yeah, that's the intersection.
交差点、
Gosaten.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Yubinkyo kara. From the post office. Yubinkyo kara.
東、
Higashi e.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Yubinkyo kara.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Inkok.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Yubinkok.
東、郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Higashi e. Magatte kudasai.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Please turn right at the intersection. Intersection. At the intersection. Turning right. Right. Turn. And we need kudasai. De kudasai.
交差点を右に曲がってください。
Nice. This is traffic light.
信号、
Shingo. Please go north from the park. Yeah, park from park. Go north. This is the one for north.
公園から北へ行ってください。
Koen kara.
公園から北へ行ってください。
Koen kara. Kitai.
公園から北へ行ってください。
Kitai.
公園から北へ行ってください。
Koen kara kitai. Ikite. Ite.
公園から北へ行ってください。
Ite kudasai. Next. Road.
道、
Michi.
交差点、
Gosaten. Traffic light.
信号、
Shingo. And turn is Magaru.
曲がる、
Magaru. Yay. Please go south from here. Koko kara south. I remember how to say south. It was 3 syllables. Ite kudasai.
ここから南へ行ってください。
Koko kara
ここから南へ行ってください。
minami e. Ikite kudasai. Koko kara minami e.
ここから南へ行ってください。
Koko kara. She says it so fast. Koko kara minami e. Ikite kudasai.
ここから南へ行ってください。
Road. Don't remember.
道、
Michi.
み、
Chi.
ち、
Chi. Sorry, not G. Chi. Michi. Michi. From the post office. Post office is this one. I can't remember. Karai. East. Just turn east from the post office. And we need this one.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Yubinkyo. Yubinkyo. Yubinkyo kara.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Gashi e. Magatte kudasai. Let's see.
郵便局から東へ曲がってください。
Turn. Let's turn.
曲がる、
Magaru.
ま、
Ga.
が、
Ru.
る。
Next.
ここから南へ行ってください。
Koko.
ここ、
Koko. What'd you say? Koko
こ
e?
こから南へ行ってください。
Koko kara
から、
minami. 南
南へ
へ
行ってください。ここから南へ行ってください。
Nice.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
この道を Japanese place. この道を Huh? That's right, actually. この道を
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっすぐへ No, what did I hear?
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっすぐ That doesn't seem right. こ
この
の
道
道
をこの道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっ
ます
ぐ
ぐて
No, まっすぐへ
くこの道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっすぐまっすぐ
ぐ
Wait.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。すぐ
でください。でください。But what's these?
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Why is an extra one? No.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Let's.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。すぐこの道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Oh, まっすぐ。
す
この This part's right.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
行って
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
ほら
ぐいてくだい
I think that's the one. Okay. まっすぐshoot, まっすぐI don't remember how I can't remember how to type this. まっすぐ Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's this one. まっすぐで No, that's not right. Okay, that's right. I know that's right. I can't figure out how to type it though. Nope, that's wrong. Oh, it was after. Yeah, okay, yeah. Itte. Totally spaced.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
I'll just write myself. この道をまっすぐhey. Shoot, I'm missing something again.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。この
み
道をまっすぐ
いて
行ってください。
Let me try that again.この道をまっすぐ行ってください。Shoot, that doesn't look right. このまっすぐ行ってNo, that's right, but I can't figure out how to type this right. Okay, この道をまっすぐ行ってください. Okay, so this is what I want. I'm blind. Oh, this was just in just kana, but I can't get the ite kudasai. It's not coming out right. It's not giving me the right character. There it is. That's the right one. Alright, next lesson. 2 more lessons in Japanese. Making good time today, actually.
Suaru.
座る。
ここに座る。
このに座る。
ここに座る。
ここに座る。ここに座る。corner.
角。
角。That just sounds like 角. Which is how they used to spell this word. This is how Dutch speakers used to spell the French word cadeau in Dutch. They used to spell it this way, but I believe this is considered the proper way. I believe. I still see KADO. There's a store down the street from me.
角を曲がる。
角
を曲がる。
曲がる。角を曲がる。Turn at the street corner.
座る。
Sit. ここ座る。ここに sit here.
ここに座る。
Okay.
角。
角 is corner.
角。
角 door.
ドア。
Door. 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 No, it's actually pronounced more like doa. Door. Open.
開ける。
開ける。
ドアを開ける。
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 Select window.
窓。
窓。 Mato. Close.
閉める
Shimeru. Shimeru.
窓を閉める
Mado o shimeru.
窓を閉める
Okay. Mado o shimeru. Open the door. Hold on. Door. Where's the one for open? Shimeru. No, it's the other one. Damn it. This is a slightly different character than in Chinese for close. This one's open. That threw me off. Okay.
窓
Mato. Mato. Ah,
窓
this is door. Mato. Window.
窓
Window. Mato. Just. Okay. Think maybe I can remember it now. To open the door. Door. Open. How do I pronounce this again?
ドアを開ける
Doa o akeru.
ドアを開ける
Doa. Doa o akeru. Select name.
名前
Namae. I've learned that before actually. And those are indeed the characters in Chinese for name. You know, to be famous in Chinese, it's literally to have name. Cantonese is Yao Meng.
名前を書く
Namae ka
名前を書く
to write the name. Okay. Do.
ドア
Doa. Doa. Yep. Doa.
窓を閉める
Mado o shimeru. Close the window.
窓
o
を閉める
shimeru is to close. Okay. Window. Mado.
窓
Next. Shimeru. No. Not shimeru. Shimeru is close.
開ける
A.
ける
Open.
開ける
Okay. Next. Oh my god, the sun is still up. Oh yeah, you know what? Because we passed the spring equinox. So the sun's going to be up until 7 right now. Yeah. And it just looks like it's 4 p.m. or something. Like, but it's not. It's spring. Name. Name.
名前
Sorry, namae. Namae. Yeah, namae. Okay, open. Okay, sit and okay, close.
閉める
Shimeru. Akeru
開ける
is open. And sit was
座る
suwaru.
名前を書く
Namae ka.
名前で
Oh.
を書く
Kaku. Doa. 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 This is the hiragana and this is the katakana. Okay, corner. What's this one?
角
Kato. Door. Doa.
ドア
Name is namae.
名前
And window is mato.
窓
That was all in order. Nice. Name. Namae. Na.
な
Ma.
ま
Eh. Corner. Ka.
か
Do.
と
Sit. I can't remember. Wa. Shiwaru? Is it Shiwaru? I can't remember.
座る
Suwaru.
座るここに座る
Okay, I should be able to do this one. Cool. ここに座る Yay. Hey. One more lesson of Japanese.
"ここに座ってください."
ここに座ってください. Alrighty, ready.
ここに座ってください.
ここに座ってください. Please sit here.
窓を開けてください.
窓は開けて。
窓を開けてください. 窓を開けてください.
窓は
窓を開けてください. 窓を開けてください. 窓を開けてください.
あ、
開け
開けて。
窓を開けてください.
She says it so fast. ここに座ってください.
ここに座ってください. ドアを閉めてください.
ドアを閉めてください.
ドアを閉めてください. ここに名前を書いてください.
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 書いて。
ここに名前を書いてください.
書いてください. Next. Close the door, please. ドアを close the door. ドアを can't remember how to pronounce that. 閉めてください. I didn't hear that. Here?
ドアを閉めてください.
Okay, yeah, I got that right. And turn.
この角を右へ曲がってください.
この角を
この角を右へ曲がってください.
右へ曲がってください. 右へ曲がってください. この角を右へ曲がってください. Next.
この本を読んでください.
この本を読んでください. Read this book, please. この本を読んでください.
部屋を掃除してください.
部屋を
掃除し
してください.
部屋を掃除してください.
この本を読んでください. I've heard this phrasing before, probably when I had old Rosetta Stone on my PC. I don't really like Rosetta Stone that much anymore. It's slow and sluggish, actually. It was nice when if you could actually get a copy of it without paying an arm and a leg. So to wait, this is sitting.
待つ.
待つ.
ちょっと待ってください.
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 Wait a minute. ちょっと待ってください. Clean the rooms, please. 部屋をI think it's that one.
部屋を掃除してください.
部屋を
部屋を掃除してください.
掃除してください.
部屋を掃除してください.
部屋を掃除してください. Next.
早くしてください.
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 Hurry up, please.
早くしてください.
Okay, next. Wait a minute. ちょっと I forget how to say this, but it's this one.
ちょっと待ってください。
ちょっと待ってください. I learned ちょっと before on like memorize for Japanese or something. Not the memorize course for Japanese, somebody, a community course on memorize.
静かにしてください。
I have food in my mouth, I can't say this.
静かにしてください。
Siju.
静かにしてください。
Sizu?
静かにしてください。
What is she saying? Excuse me. Shizu.
静かにしてください。
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 Okay.
待つ。
待つ。Be quiet, please. 静か。静かにください。
静かにしてください。
静かにしてください。She says it so fast.
静かにしてください。
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 静かにして
静かにしてください。
かにしてください。That's what she's saying.
静かにしてください。
静かにしてください。Read this book, please. 本を読んできます。本を読んで本を読んでください。この本を読んでください。Next. Please sit here. ここにI can't remember what I said. 待ってください。
ここに座ってください。
ここに座ってください。
窓を開けてください。
窓を
開けてください。開けてください。
Open the window, please. Next.
ここに座ってください。
この座ってください。I don't know if that's right. No, that's not right. I want please sit here.
ここに座ってください。
ここに I left off me. No. にここに
座ってください。
座No, I don't know what it is. Okay, ここに
こに
す
座って
I thought I did that. Oh, you're done. How are you feeling now? Did you get everything? Did you get all the trophies too? You gotta get that platinum. The platinum trophies just feel really good. Other than the New Game Plus stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing New Game Plus for like Horizon at all. I'm not gonna bother. The only time I've done New Game Plus is like for Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect game, I can't remember if all the other ones did it, but the first Mass Effect game, you could do a New Game Plus because you get to keep all your equipment. But you can also, with New Game Plus, you kept all your equipment and specs, I think, but I think you can also come back and do a different character build or something. But you kept all your armor and equipment. So that was actually not bad because you get to play a slightly different character build. I'm waiting a while before starting to play through it. I usually just have to see if I have time to do it.
ここに座ってください。
座ってください。Okay. ここに座ってください。座って。So how do you feel now? You finished all of it. Oh, okay, there it is. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, I put kono instead of kokoni. Ah,
ここに座ってください。
ni. Okay, I think that's right. Hello, Cyber. How's it going? Welcome to my channel. I need to play the second one next. Chosen Spidey World. I'm happy. Yes, always feels good. And hello to you, Rachel. Having a pog day. I'm done with the Japanese for the day. Actually. Oh no, I'm not. I made too many mistakes. I gotta do this over. Did I not get? I think I have to do this one over. No. Okay, fine. I'll do this one over.
ここに
And how
座っ
are
て
you,
ください。
Cyber Assassin? Cyber.
ここに座ってください。
Goku ni suwatte kudasai. Please sit here. Try not to get any mistakes.
窓を開けてください。
Mato.
窓を開けてください。
Okay. Goku ni sit. Goku ni
ここに座ってください。
suwatte kudasai. And how are you today, Cyber? How's it going? How's life treating you? I'm very bored and just trying to stay awake. Oh. I don't ever get bored. I mean,
ドアを閉めてください。
temporarily bored and then I have things to do.
ドアを閉めてください。
Shimette kudasai. There's always lots
ここ
of
に
things
名
to do in
前
the
を書い
world.
てください。
Lots of things to do. All the time. Door. Close the door. This is the one I messed up earlier. Right? It was this one.
ドアを閉めてください。
Okay. Kono, this corner. At this corner. This corner. Right. Turn right. Not this corner. Please. And we need turn.
この角を右へ曲がってください。
Kono kado.
この角を右へ曲がってください。
Mige.
この角を右へ曲がってください。
Mige. Magatte kudasai. Rachel, aren't you supposed to be streaming? Get bored most of the time. I need to concentrate on something, focus on, otherwise I will legit die of boredom. Yeah, it's fair. Not yet. Wait, what time? You're supposed to be streaming today. I'm checking out the Duolingo category. It's almost dinner time. But don't you usually have dinner by now? Oh, it's 7 p.m. my time. Never mind, okay. I believe she's streaming Last of Us today. Unless she changed her mind.
この本を読んでください。
本の読んでください next.
部屋を掃除してください。
How are you liking it, Rachel? I told you I didn't really like it very much. Well, let me explain to you. First of all, I was thinking Last of Us, done by Naughty Dog, who did the Uncharted series. I love the Uncharted series. So I was like, okay, yeah, Naughty Dog has a new game, I'll try it. We got it free. We got a free copy of Last of Us with PlayStation 4 when we bought it. So I eventually, I had something else to play when it came out. Actually, Dragon Age Inquisition came out around the same time as I got, like, when I bought the PlayStation 4, I got Last of Us free with it, but we also bought Dragon Age Inquisition, so I played that, of course. And eventually I tried Last of Us, and I got to maybe about an hour of it, and I said, I did not really like it very much. Like, I didn't like, it's not the gameplay. The problem is I didn't even get a chance to really experience the gameplay. And I just didn't really like the characters, so I just said, nah, I'm not going. Glad to see smite more zombies. I'm enjoying this so far. There may or may not be zombies in the Uncharted series. I feel like it was good. I didn't like the characters very much, to be honest. I didn't like the guy or the girl, not the little girl, Ellie. If I got to play Ellie earlier, then I would have liked the game, but I didn't like either of the characters. No, I didn't like the guy or the lady. She was annoying me. Yeah, the way they promoted, the way they advertised the game, it seemed like it was about Ellie and you get to play Ellie, and you do get to play Ellie, I believe, in the game. But from my perspective, no, I'd rather play that game as Ellie than anyone else. Yeah, I'm not gonna go play Last of Us and then Last of Us 2 just to be able to play Ellie though. I liked Uncharted a lot, but didn't play much. It felt too easy. Uncharted's fun. I play it on hard, unlock crushing mode, and then play it on crushing. It's fun.
部屋を掃除してください。
部屋を掃除してください。
部屋を掃除してくださ
Actually,
い。
did you finish Uncharted, Rachel? Oh, Cyber, you didn't play much of it. Me, you can't complete it. Did you just try running through some of the fight areas? You can literally, there's at least 1 or 2 chapters in the first Uncharted game where you don't have to kill everyone. You just have to run. You just have to run for the next area. I don't understand. It's not that hard.
I
mean, it's not meant to be super hard unless you play it on hard difficulty and unlock crushing. It's not meant to be super hard. Okay, well, there are some parts of it that can be kind of tricky. Running away from a tank, running away from a helicopter. Getting blown up while you're in the building and the building starts falling over and you have to jump for your life. Come on, those are great moments. Gosh, my friends and I have a rule that when we play games, we cannot under any circumstance play a game on easy. I don't really care. I generally will start a game on the default settings. Like in terms of difficulty, I will generally start a game on default settings. But if it turns into a grind for something simple, I am going to switch to easy. I switched the last 3 Assassin's Creed games onto easy. Origins, Odyssey, and even Valhalla, I switched the combat difficulty to easy. Because frankly, if I want to play a Dark Souls game, I will go play Dark Souls. I don't play Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I want to play Dark Souls. I'm going to play Dark Souls if I want to play Dark Souls. If I want to play, and also, yeah, if I want to play something with hard combat too, I'd play Elder Scrolls for hard combat, but I don't play Elder Scrolls for hard combat. I play Elder Scrolls for the meandering around picking up quests. So I don't play Elder Scrolls on the hard difficulty either. I don't like those kinds of difficulty levels. I'm perfectly fine with Uncharted and Mass Effect and Dragon Age difficulty levels because it's more about tactics and strategy than it is about, oh, you're squishy and the boss has a zillion hit points and you can't beat him unless you spend a ton of time. I play most games for the story, to be honest. Yep, exactly. If it hinders you enjoying the story, then what's the point, right? And that's what I mean by, like, if I want to play Dark Souls, I'll go play Dark Souls. I feel you can't really appreciate difficulty in a game unless you start the game on that specific choice because I feel like, yeah, like I said, I start every game on the default settings. I always do. I did start all the Assassin's Creed game on their normal difficulties before I decided to switch it.
部屋を掃除してください。
部屋を掃除してください。But yes, like I said, if it hinders me enjoying the story, if it's not fun, I'm not gonna bother.
部屋を掃除してくだ
Clean the
さい。
rooms, please. Oh, there's a Ravenfall dungeon! Who's playing Ravenfall with me? Dungeon. Nah, Rachel, you just like the stories. Play the stories.
この本を読んでください。
この本を読んでください. I mean, frankly, that is why I play the stories the way I do, but that's also why I'm a completionist with some games, because of a lot of games, they throw in these little extra stuff because there's little bits of story in them, and I like it.
この本を読んでください。
Yep. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Probably, technically, yes. If I want to play a game to make me mad, I'll play Cuphead. Wait, no, Rachel. You mean if you want to play a game that will make your viewers age 20 years by the end of it, you're going to play Cuphead. I felt my life draining away watching you play that. Have you tried Hollow Knight, actually, Rachel? I actually want to play Hollow Knight because it seems like a really interesting... I forgot the... Yes, think about us, Rachel. Think about your poor viewers. I don't have it, but I want to. Yeah, we have it. I have it because, well, Nate has it on his PlayStation Plus account, so it's not a sandwich, it's just a bread meat lump thingy. Nope. Sandwich. Spanish would probably call it a bocadilla, and Dutch speakers would probably call it embroja. Broja. Broja. They'd probably call it Broja. Alright. She played Cuphead a while back, actually. Yes, she did. We were counting her deaths.
この本を読んでください。待つ。
Matsu.
ちょっと待ってください。
Okay, I gotta finish this lesson. I mean, I finished the lesson, but I gotta get perfect. Clean the rooms, please. Heyo. Heyo. I played it in, like, November, I think. Yeah, it was pretty far back, right? I know. I think you'll like Hollow Knight, Rachel. I think you'll like Hollow Knight, too, yeah. I do want to play it, but... I did play a bit of it, but then I couldn't get past this one area. Because the platforming was killing me. Because I kept falling into, and getting stuck in an area, and then, oops! The thing just hit me and killed me.
早くしてください。
And I forgot how much patience it takes to finish a platformer, because it starts you all the way back at the beginning. You know what? I cleaned my laptop screen, and why is this spot still there? I am such a Rachel Zoomer, oh my god. I wish I was there as she was raging. It's not often I hear her swear, but it sounds funny. I don't know if she was raging so much as we were just like, why are we watching this and getting older watching her play? No. I think she's raged on another game before. What was that game? You said you got confused, that you could have snuck around but didn't realize how to sneak around the person. That was, you know what it is? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember. Alright. You were playing the, oh! It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. It's part of a movie franchise. The Alien game. Aliens or something. It's on your YouTube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Alien Isolation, yes. But it was only because I think she was brain dead by the end of it and couldn't think of how to get past it. I don't think I'd play that one though either, honestly. I don't know. There's this big thing on my screen. How did it get there? Ugh. Go away, Spot. Out, damn Spot. Out, I say. I'm quoting Lady Macbeth. I played Super Meat Boy once, and let's just say I have not played it for about 3 or 4 years after throwing my controller at my TV. Yes, I don't play games that are going to make their purpose. Its only purpose is to make me rage. I won't play those. Wait a minute. Chotto. De kudasai. Chotto. I can't remember.
ちょっと待ってください。
Matte kudasai.
静かにしてください。
Sushikan ni shite kudasai. You know, that's probably that is their polite way to say be quiet. I love it. I love it how in Japanese and in Korean you can tell somebody to shut up politely. Like in Korean it's shukuro. Not me who's so done to. Huh? Anyways, what's this one? Did she say
待つ。
Matsu? Enjoy the lurk. There is a lurk command. Oh, that's you lurking, Rachel. Alrighty, ready. Okay, be quiet, please. Be quiet, please. Oh, shoot.
静かにしてください。静かにしてください。
I don't know what a lurk is. I know a lot of people do it, but I have no idea. Oh, it's just a command people make with Streamlabs just to say that lurking is when you leave the tab open but you're not really watching. So like if you mute the tab, if you're like just not really watching or away from the keyboard or whatever. Read this book, please. この本を読んでください. Next. Please sit here. Here. ここに what did it say for sit was 待ってください? Oh, so wait, does a lurk if I do well, the person has to have created a lurk command. You can do a lurk command here. This is my lurk command. Hey, Mike. Oh, no, you're not dumb. I didn't really understand it at first either, and then I realized, oh, it just meant that the person went away. How's it going, Mike?
窓を開けてください。
Did you do more French today, or are you being lazy? Open the window, please. Window. Mato.
窓
Tap.
を
Oh.
開け
Okay.
てください。
You did do more French. Mike, I thought you weren't going to study a lot of French. You seem to be enjoying it now. How do you unlurk if... you don't really have to unlurk. I mean, it doesn't actually do anything on Twitch. It just lets the people know what's going on. I'm just dabbling. Of course you are. What about Italian and Portuguese? Unlurk back! Mike! I don't have those commands. I'm learning so much. Mike can help you with all the little, like, Twitch stuff. He knows. There you go.
ここに座ってください。
Okay, koko ni. Oh, I was in Japanese keyboard. She said koko ni.
ここに座ってください。
Koko ni. Su wa de kudasai. Okay, yes, I got perfect this time. Thank you. Oh, magic message. Okay, we are done. We're done this skill of Japanese. I think all of them were 5 stars. Okay, we're done that lesson of Japanese. That actually was just only an hour and a half. I did a whole with the rest of it, the skill of Indonesian. I did the rest of my Japanese. I did Japanese skill. You really need to Twitch. Only joined 2 or 3 months ago. Guess it takes a while to get used to Twitch. Yes, I mean. Oh, excuse me. There's stuff in my eye. It's annoying. Twitch is interesting. It definitely has its own little culture, its own little subculture on the internet, which makes it kind of interesting. I see people are on, but let's do something fun. Let's do something interesting now. I don't know. I'm gonna switch to this for now until I figure out what next. What next? What are we gonna do? Think what I'm gonna do is look for some. I'm gonna change my thing here. Actually, I won't change my thing yet. I'm gonna check out some YouTube videos. Let's find some. Let's find something interesting. Oh, maybe I should mute the tab for now. Mute site. So I don't trust YouTube to like not start playing stuff to not play stuff automatically. So we're gonna look for some. Yeah, we're gonna look for some. Wait, what? Let's try this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Hopefully these videos are okay. If they have music in it, then I'm screwed. You've been enjoying it since you've been on, though? That's good. Some people find it stressful, but sit back and watch some memes. If you're into memes, Rachel is definitely the one to go to for that. I'm not that fond of. I get like overwhelmed by too many memes. But anyways, actually, I'm gonna switch this category over. Okay, so I don't really usually do this, but I'm thinking of doing this more often anyways. We'll do that. I'm gonna switch over. Hey, I got a rune katana. What? Awesome. Rachel, you got rune leggings. Rune leggings are really good. Oh, I know all about the memes. I remember when she can't say, oh, I'm pretty sure you're... I don't remember, actually. How bad of me. Okay, we're back to this. Oh my god, I forgot to change the language title earlier. I was doing Japanese the whole time and it says Indonesian. Anyways, whatever. I'm gonna hide that for now. I hate when I do things like that. It's learning Japanese and it says Indonesian the whole time. So back to this. Back to this. Okay, hey, look what I found. How to deal with the Dutch. Oh. But wait, what about this? The Netherlands is the worst country in Europe. Here's why. 9 things you don't do in the Netherlands. Tips from an American expat. Top differences between American and Dutch culture. The Netherlands beyond Amsterdam. The Netherlands and Dutch culture. This ought to be fun. Oh, let's do this one first. This should be... I love food. I love food. And I bet you I'm gonna bet I've tried all 18 on their list. I am gonna bet I tried all 18 on their list here, okay? Let's try this video. Yeah, this is why I'm learning language. Well, I like culture. I like learning about different cultures, and that's why I study languages. But the other way to do that would be to eat food all the time. It's just not necessarily super healthy. Wait, what is going on here?
It's showing you guys what is cool to see and do in these two cities. But
Oh, that wasn't an
especially
ad. This
what
is
good
actually the
to
video.
eat there. I'm here. Welcome to Holland.
She's in the middle of a field.
Over the
Maybe
next few
it's
days,
too much?
I'm going to be exploring
Uh-huh.
two cities. The first is Utrecht.
Okay, sorry. Welcome to this food-focused Dutch culture guide covering some of the most typical Dutch snacks and dishes you can find in Holland. Don't watch on an empty stomach. I had some food already. I spent a few gezellig days eating my way around the cities of Den Haag, and Utrecht, absorbing the Dutch culture. Sorry, I think I would pronounce that name right. It's more like Den Haag and Utrecht. Absorbing the Dutch culture and scoffing everything in sight, from stroopwafel to herring. The Dutch word for herring is haring. Just so people know, Dutch word. This is haring.
Haring.
And actually, while I'm there, just to get this pronunciation right, I used to say Den Haag, but it's not, I don't think. Let me see.
Den Haag.
Den Haag. Den Haag. Not Haag. Den Haag. And from stroopwafel to herring, cakes to coffee, natural wines to Indonesian food, croquettes to Lebanese street food, monastery brewed beers to organic breakfasts, and a lot more in between. Super lekker. Gonna pay a quick visit to Duolingo stream. Ah, cool. Yeah, I know him. It's fine. I will probably pop in and lurk Rachel's stream because I'm not a big fan of Last of Us, honestly. I'm really not. I'm not a big fan of big dramatic games. It's not why I play games. It's not fun for me. Let's put it that way. But I will probably be lurking her stream. Anyways, thanks for popping in. Enjoy her Last of Us stream. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. In this video, I share 18 typical Dutch culture foods to try in these two beautiful and often overlooked cities. I've been to Den Haag. Den Haag. How did she say it again? The double A in Dutch is kind of a little hard for me when I think about it. When I really think about how it's pronounced.
Den Haag.
Den Haag. Den Haag. Den Haag and Utrecht. Why did she pick Den Haag? I can imagine Den Haag, but Utrecht is just a university town, really. University research. That's the kind of city it is. Hey, Tute, how's it going? ¿Cómo ça va? Ça va bien. Et tu? This list showcases the diversity that can be found in Den Haag and Utrecht, and just what great foodie destinations they are. Below are all the places I visited along with their websites, and you can skip straight to each section in the video too if you want to. And don't forget to click the thumbs up, comment, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, let's just watch. We'll see. But she's talking about 18 missable typical Dutch foods, and I don't see a list of 18. Do I? Okay, I'm gonna bet that I've tried the 18 that she talks about here. I'll be surprised if I haven't tried something that she's listed on here.
And the second is the Haag, or Den Haag.
Ha.
Den Haag. Haag. Yes.
Den
I'm
Haag.
going to be showing you guys what is cool to see and do in these two
I'll show
cities,
this up
but
a little bit, it's
especially what is good to eat there. I'm here with EasyJet, and because Holland is a compact little country, we're going to be getting around in this beautiful beast. And Juan is going to be driving us.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Juan.
Je suis très bien. That's good. Should I skip through the video or should we just watch it? This might be a long one. Hold on. Oh, it's only 10
First
minutes.
stop, Utrecht.
Yes, Utrecht.
Utrecht is the lively, beating
Sorry.
heart of Holland, which is famous for its gorgeous canals and stunning wharf cellars. This is Oudegracht. It was actually built in the 12th century.
I actually
And
haven't
you
been
can
to
see
Utrecht
the
yet.
cellar wharves that line it. They used to be used for storage. Today, many of them have been converted into gorgeous independent
pris un
cafes,
petit café
terraces and
avec
restaurants.
un
It is
sandwich.
around about lunchtime, which is perfect
Very nice.
timing because
Très
I
bien.
am about to do the Utrecht street food tour with Ilona. This water pump, which dates back to 1844, and it
Interesting.
has some of the best water in Holland, so good that people from Amsterdam used to come here to collect water to brew beer with it. This little shop is called Pindakaaswinkel, and
Oh.
they make peanut butter.
Yes.
But not just any
Hold on,
peanut
hold on,
butter.
hold on.
These guys do it in loads of
Hold
different.
on. Gonna be right back with that. I think 1 second. Do I still have some? Or do I not have some? No, I'm out. Am I seriously out? Damn. Okay, I thought I had some left, but I actually don't. I can get some of that. It's down the street from here. I'm gonna have to remind Nate to buy some more. Pindakaas is basically peanut butter, and they also sell a chili peanut butter mix that I use for like Thai dishes.
Flavors. I'm going to try the coffee one.
So I'm out of it, but I've tried their peanut
That
butter.
is
It's
good. That
really,
is
really
good.
good. It's
This
like
cute
homemade.
little
It's homemade
place
peanut butter,
behind me
basically.
It's called Theo Blom. It's been here since 1922, and it's at the foot of the Dom Tower. But what is so cool is that they make these gorgeous little chocolates, which actually has an imprint of the Dom Tower on them. Absolutely delicious.
Okay, it's the Netherlands. Any major city in the Netherlands, you can find chocolate like that, exactly like that. Well, I mean, not exactly with the same imprint, but you can find chocolate with an imprint on it. Not that unique. Moving on.
Across Holland, there are these places called snack bars, which are basically vending machines
Fable.
that dispense
I
kind
haven't
of
had it.
fried fast.
Haven't had Fable in a long time because Corona. Not walking anywhere, but it's a fast food place. It's really kind of awesome and cool. You walk in and it's kind of like modeled out of like 1950s. I don't know if people know. I don't know what they're called in the 1950s, but basically like this 1950 diners where you walk in, you just put some coins in the thing and then open the door and grab the food, and somebody behind there is just constantly refilling it. That's basically Fable here. It's actually pretty cool. They do sell they'll sell burgers, chicken burgers. They sell the croquettes, basically like the French croquettes, the Dutch style version of a French croquette. And they sell like a cheese souffle, a casse souffle or something. Can't remember exactly what it's called. And also frikandel, which is a Dutch sausage. It's great. It's one of the best places I love. It's one of the things I love about the Netherlands. One of the best places for like fast food because what I'm used to and where I'm from is so easy to go out for a walk by a fast food place, grab some food to go with you, get a coffee, bubble tea somewhere, and just walk around drinking and eating and having a nice day. I love days like that. And so this is Fable is one of the places that I like to go to here when I'm walking around and just enjoying the day. wonderful. You have to try it.
Food.
Most Fables, they started as coin operated, of course, right? But now they allow you to use your PIN card, your debit card, or a credit card just to like tap and pay for the food. It's actually kind of neat.
Snacks.
So-
Imagine coming to a place like this after a few drinks. Oh, this is good.
Gezellig. It's like, oh, gezellig. That's gezellig.
Gezellig. So this is a word that means when you're eating with friends and you're having a good time, that's the word you say. Gezellig.
Okay, not exactly. Not exactly. It's a little more than that. You can have a good time hanging out with your friends in a nightclub. I wouldn't really say that is gezellig. Gezellig would be more like just chilling with your friends, nice, cozy, enjoying each other's company is more like gezellig. Going to a crazy concert together, enjoying yourself with your friends is not quite gezellig.
Gezellig. Yay.
But that is gezellig
The
there.
croquettes are basically completely made of bechamel sauce, flavoured with stock, and it's cooled down so it becomes a bit solid, which allows the chef to roll it. Then it's breaded and then it's fried.
Yeah,
the
I've
best
tried
way
the
to eat
croquettes.
one of these
Not
is
that
to actually
place, but
turn the
tried
croquette
those.
upside down so the sauce is inside the sandwich.
Ah, I didn't think
and
about
then
that.
attempt to take a massive bite.
Oh my god, I never thought about doing that with like a hot dog either. But then again, can you imagine putting all that toppings on your hot dog and trying to lift it and flip it over so that you get everything on the bottom? I'm not sure it'd work very well.
Now I'm checking out Vredenburg Market, which is on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays, and it is a great place to come and try the local food.
Number one reason why I wanted to move to Europe. I really, really like the idea of these markets. Being in Canada, generally cold climate country, no matter where you're from, 9 months of the year, it's pretty cold. We don't really have a ton of open markets like this with outdoor markets. Everything is mostly indoors. I mean, granted, you can have a huge grocery store, super centers basically, indoors, and you can get everything there. But I kind of wanted to be able to go to like a butcher, a fish, in Dutch, a vishandel, or whatever, to get different things and walk through the market. So I totally wanted to just be in Europe and experience something. It's kind of a different lifestyle. Though it does kind of suck though that a lot of the markets will close by like 5 p.m. The grocery store back home, the supercenter, did not close at 5 p.m. That being said, there are supermarket chains here that close around 10 p.m. like normal supermarkets, but they also don't have as much as like a supercenter back home, back in Toronto where I'm from.
Vegetarian cheese, yeah, made with Jersey cows that live in Holland.
Okay, fine. She found something. She found and ate something that I probably wouldn't bother looking for to eat. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. Not my idea of great cheese. I need to eat cheese for the dairy. So I'm not going to be eating vegan or vegetarian cheese. Okay, fine. She found something different.
It's very creamy, but full of taste.
So nice. Now it's time for some Dutch herring, which is a real local delicacy.
Haring.
Now these herring, of
They're
course,
so haring.
they're completely clean, but the
And
pancreas
kibbeling.
stays inside. And it's the enzymes within the pancreas that actually ripens the fish. Then the fish is stored in brine before it's ready to be eaten.
I didn't know that first part actually.
Then the fish is, and it's the enzymes within the pancreas that actually ripens the fish.
Did I read that before? I don't remember. I actually don't remember that. But I knew about the brine, then putting the fish in the brine.
Then the fish is stored in brine before it's ready to be eaten. You kind of pop it into your mouth head first, holding by the tail. It's an interesting texture. It's very soft, full of flavour. It's actually a really good snack. Very healthy too.
Why is there an ad? No, why is there an ad? Probably because I'm stopping too much. That sucks. Anyways, I have tried nieuwe haring or verse haring. Nieuwe haring in Dutch.
Nieuwe haring.
Or verse haring. And it's actually one of the things I do like here. I
Verse haring.
was excited to go eat. I was excited about the idea of going to try it. It's great actually. I do like it a lot. You might have to get used to maybe tiny little bones in the fish, but they're usually pretty like soft and breakable, and they break apart pretty easily when you eat them. When you eat the fish, the haring, so and it is raw fish, right? But it's actually pretty good. You could get it with just served with just onion and pickles, and you just buy it at like, a fish stand, or you can get it as a sandwich, a haring broja, haring broja. This is fun. And you can get it in a bun as a sandwich thing, and with onion and pickles as well, and eat it that way. Since then, I've also just bought the raw herring from the supermarket instead. Opened it up, put it in like some kind of bun from the market, and I've used Korean pickled radish instead of the cucumber pickles. You don't like onion and pickles? What is that? It doesn't taste quite the same without the onion and pickles. One of my favorite things here too. Oh, sorry. Oh, I had it muted, sorry. Let's continue. Mike, you don't like onion and pickles, or do you like onion and pickles? I can't tell. What is that emote? No.
I think both.
We have visited a place called Jackets.
Sadly, I have not visited Jackets yet. But I'm gonna say we're talking about baked potatoes,
Which specialises in this seriously gorgeous loaded potatoes. Oh,
gonna say baked potatoes loaded up with stuff is not specifically Dutch, okay? We have them in Canada too. It's not specifically part of Dutch culture. It seems very actually North American or somewhat British to me. So I don't know if it's British actually. Seems very Canadian, North American to me. Baked potato with cheese, baked potato with chili and cheese. You have them as well. Yeah. That's not. So I'm gonna scratch that off of her 18 Dutch food thing. So 17, and only one I didn't try was the vegetarian cheese. So let's say 16. Yeah, it's not specifically Dutch. They do have Jackets here. I actually meant to go because I do like baked potatoes. But yeah, like I'm saying, and the reason why I want to go is not because it's Dutch, it's because I miss it from back home. So, but interesting that she went, and I wanted to go, but I haven't had a chance to go because now we have Corona.
beetroot, lovely.
It is stroopwafel time. I've been waiting to have one of these. Inside there is a syrup, a little bit like caramel, and then this place you can put different toppings.
I've definitely had stroopwafel. Probably, let's just say, first day here. Actually, I have a funny story about the day I arrived in the Netherlands. I arrived on, I believe I arrived on a Friday, but I had so much to do. The day I arrived, I unpacked, and by the time I was like feeling like I could go anywhere, it was like 10 p.m. So all we did was walk around the area where we're living at 10 p.m. at night and just kind of like looked around to see what was going on, and just to kind of like get acclimatized to the new home. But the next day was Saturday, so one of the first things Nate and I did was we immediately walked over to the to Centrum, past Dam Square, went through the shopping streets near Dam Square and stuff, and lo and behold, at Dam Square there was a kermis, which is a fair. Kermis is fair. So there was a nice big little, not big, little fair, nice little fair at Dam Square the day after I arrived. Actually, it probably was there the day I arrived, but I didn't go. So the next day I went, and there was a kermis, there was a fair there. So I definitely grabbed some stroopwafels to try.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
However, very good. It's very good stuff. I like it, stroopwafels, but honestly, I shouldn't eat so much sugar. And honestly, sugar is actually one of the worst things you can eat and consume. Never mind that I'm having a sugary drink, but they are very good. That being said, though, there's a Belgian waffle store in Toronto that sells stroopwafels, pre-made stroopwafels, but they're mini pre-made ones. And those are okay, they're decent. Buy them, take them home, put them on top of like a cup of coffee or hot tea, and it will kind of like melt the syrup inside. Sugar is godly. Sugar is also addictive. And there's a whole conspiracy theory, Rachel, that the reason why everyone is addicted to sugar and why it went global is because the sugar, the people that owned the sugar plantations. I know. You're worse than me. I know. I'm having sugar today, but that's fine. But yeah, probably one of the first things I tried here. Also frikandel, which I'm not sure she'll get to.
Dinner tonight is at Gastmal, which is a place really known for its big natural wine collection. The dish of ravioli with codfish, oyster beurre blanc, and rocket.
Nicely presented. I'm not sure how tasty that looks to me. To be honest. But hey, you know what? They didn't serve it all deconstructed. I don't get that about cuisine. Some of these fancy restaurants will serve you food deconstructed. And I am not kidding. And some of that is actually happening here at like some of the not so high priced restaurants. I went to a sushi restaurant here, a Japanese restaurant for sushi. I ordered honey mint tea. Honey mint tea. and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Give me some honey mint tea. So they literally came with a cup of hot water, put down a cup of hot water in front of me, a little bowl with some mint leaves, and handed me a thing of honey. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. Deconstructed mashed potato. No, thank you. Please put my food together. That's why I go to a restaurant, because I'm expecting you to serve me the food already put together. If I want to put it together, I'll go home and make dinner. That being said, I do like the Korean barbecue places. Only because in Toronto we had all you can eat Korean barbecue places and you cook all the meat. But they marinate the food first. They marinate the meats, at least for you. And that takes a while to do, and I'm too lazy to do that at home. So I don't mind going to Korean barbecue and cooking the meat up because it's marinated at least. Wait, that was your mom? Wait, what? Deconstructed mashed potato?
I've had a very comfortable sleep at the Anthony Hotel last night.
That's nice. That's nice if you can afford to stay at a nice hotel when you're traveling, isn't it?
Heist, which is a completely organic restaurant. All of their dishes are either vegetarian.
No, skipping.
A Hague or
Skipping. Scratch the vegetarian vegan stuff off of the list here. Nope, doesn't count. Doesn't count for me. Sorry, skipping. No, that's what she said. Well, technically a mashed potato is a deconstructed potato in a way. But I'm not kidding. Serving me deconstructed dishes is just not what I'm going to a restaurant for. I'm expecting for them to give me a meal put together.
That slice of banana bread. Now I am in The Hague, or Den Haag, and this is the third largest city in Holland, and it's also known as the city
It's
of
beautiful
peace.
there. I do have pictures of that. Definitely number one place, number one city that I wanted to visit after I got here. We went to Den Haag, and went to Den Haag, however Google pronounced it. We went there. Beautiful. I wanted to see the ocean. I mean, I visited New York City before, but I wouldn't call looking at New York Harbor the same as looking at the ocean. So, beautiful. I could probably pull that up on my Google Photos. Give me a second. I can show you some pictures of that area. And then, yes, I was on that boardwalk, that bridge. Quite pretty. Now, when did I go? Actually, you know what? I probably have it in an album. I do have it in an album. I'm pretty sure. When did I go, though, is the question. I don't remember now. When did I go? Yeah, 2018. I went in 2018. Is this the right one? I'll show you some videos of that ocean. Wait, did I just find another picture of a duck? No, a swan. Well, there's a picture of me and Nate. And we're outside, I believe, the palace in Den Haag. Den Haag. I want to hear her again. The double A's, when I overthink it now, if I think about it, is quite different. Den Haag.
Den Haag.
Den Haag. Okay, she does say Den Haag. That's the picture of me and Nate there. Let me go back so you don't see everything. Try to find the ocean thing. They also had a nice big Ferris wheel. Try to see if I have a nice picture or video. And it was actually kind of stormy that day. So, yeah, right here. This one. It was kind of stormy that day. It was still kind of cool and chill that day, so like chilly. So I didn't go very, very close to the ocean. Plus, I'm not a very strong swimmer. Like, I know I'm not a very strong swimmer, so I'm just like. But maybe sometime during the summer. I would love to go there again sometime during the summer. And then there's this picture. You can kind of see. This part right here. You can see there's this Ferris wheel over there, and there's this thing that comes all the way out over there. It's actually really cool. Anyways, back to the video. Known as the city of peace and justice. That actually makes sense.
And justice, because it is here that you can find the United Nations International Court of Justice.
That is true.
And the
That is true, and it's another thing I'm excited about being in the Netherlands for.
International Criminal Court.
Okay, yes, I'm excited about the International Court of Justice and the International Criminal Court, people. Don't question it.
So we're sitting here.
This little bakery behind me is called Bakkertje, and it opened in 1838 and is actually the oldest bakery in Den Haag. I'm going to try this cake, which has an almond and cinnamon filling, and it is called Haagse poffer. I think I said this okay. It looks great, huh? Lekker. Super lekker.
I'm sure it's good.
This shop behind me is
Tried
called
stuff like
Dongelman, and it is the most famous butchers in Den Haag. They actually provide meat
Hey,
to
we
the
got
royal
some
family.
little
Now, if you
nuggets.
go inside towards the back, they sell what they're particularly famous for, which is their meatballs.
Meatballs!
Meatballs are huge, and the reason is because the chefs say this is how big our hands are, and if a person has small hands, they're actually not allowed to make the meatballs.
Oh my god. Okay, somehow I didn't go there.
That is a good meatball, guys. Oh yeah.
Somehow I didn't go there.
If you're after a coffee stop in Den Haag,
But we're only
come
there for
to
like
Hop and
half a
Store,
day.
because every hot drink comes with a little pot of chocolate mousse and a square of their gorgeous chocolate.
It
This
is
place
nice. It is nice in Den Haag, but it's a lot quieter. It's a lot quieter of a city than Amsterdam. And it depends on what you like. I like lively cities. Honestly, I really do. I mean, maybe it's because I grew up in one, but I like lively cities. So, I'm not sure if Den Haag would be a city I would enjoy living in. Visiting, sure.
called Baladi, and it is the first Lebanese street food place in Holland. These guys specialize in manouche, which are Lebanese flatbreads, and I can tell you they are very tasty. We are
That's Lebanese food though. That's not Dutch food. Kind of had stuff like that back in Toronto. Yeah, before Corona happened, I had a Lebanese restaurant bookmarked that I wanted to go visit here. That's supposed to be really good. I just don't know if these places are going to be around when Corona is over and done with. I would love to go and have some. I did try an Ethiopian restaurant here that was actually pretty good. Ethiopian food was also something I tried back home, back in Toronto, and I actually really like it. They serve raw meat, but it's spicy. It's spicy and really nice.
Now going to hubbledepup. Yes, really good. And the Dutch use this word when they can't remember someone's names. They say, hubbledepup. And I can never remember anyone's names. I'm taking this.
Wait, I never learned that.
Hubbledepup.
Hubble the pub?
And I can never remember anyone's names. I'm taking this.
I don't think it's Hubble the pub because Dutch people don't all the word the sound is not native to Dutch language.
Pretty good. And the Dutch use this word when they can't remember someone's names. They say, hubbledepup. And I can never remember anyone's names. I'm taking this to London.
Hubble the pub. Hubble
This
the pub.
beer is brewed in the monastery just down the road, and the reason it is so big and the size of a wine bottle is because their philosophy is to share the beer.
Okay, I'm not big on drinking alcohol, people. I don't really like the taste of alcohol. I believe Nate has tried monk brewed beer. I may have had a sip of it or something, I don't remember. I'll take their word for it that it's decent or whatever, but I'm not big on alcohol, and if I ever drink socially, I'm probably gonna get a cocktail. Strawberry daiquiri, chocolate martini, whatever they have here. And apparently they don't have chocolate martini here. Sadness.
Beer with friends, and we're in.
I mean, I actually ordered a chocolate martini at one place that we were out at a restaurant with some people because this couple was announcing their engagement and they wanted to hang out, so we all went, and I was like, oh, it's a social occasion, it's a special occasion for them, so I'll try and get a drink. Didn't have a chocolate martini. I asked them if they would make it, but they wouldn't make it.
The pub, which is the closest bar.
Okay, so it is called Hubble the Pub, though, the
Monastery
bar.
that sells this beer. You can find a lot of good Indonesian food in
You
Holland.
can.
And the reason is because Holland colonized Indonesia for about 300 years.
And I believe the king, either the king or the prime minister here, has since issued an apology to Indonesia for the atrocities that have happened in the past when they had colonized Indonesia. And in particular, I think there was well, obviously, at some point, Indonesia had a revolution or something and rebelled against the Dutch overlords. And anyways, let's suffice it to say people died, of course. And yeah, so either the king or the prime minister, I think it was the king, they issued, I believe it was the king here. He officially apologized for the atrocities that happened in Indonesia. And it wasn't, I believe it wasn't actually anything Indonesia had asked from the Netherlands at all. The king just went out of his way and did it. So
and this resulted in the population becoming quite mixed. But the pure Indonesians kind of outcasted the mixed guys, and so they moved themselves to Holland. And in order to be accepted in this new country, they started to cook their Indonesian food because they knew the Dutch people would love it. And tonight we're...
Okay, I'm not sure that's true. That's a nice little story, people. Being from Canada, I know historically a lot of immigrants, a lot of people that immigrate to someplace like Canada or to a different country, they'll open up restaurants because that's what they know to do. Not that they're great cooks and great restaurant owners to begin with, but they don't know how to find a job in the new place, and they'll just open up restaurants. And actually, classically, probably in the 1950s, they had jokes about Chinese people who owned laundromats. It's laundromat, right? Yeah. And so nice little story about that, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think they kind of did it because that's what they could do, and that was how they could make a living. So
it's kind of outcasted the mixed guys, and so they
go back
100 years. And this reason is because Holland colonized Indonesia for about 300 years.
That part's
and
true.
this resulted in the population becoming quite mixed.
Probably true.
But the pure Indonesians kind of outcasted the mixed guys, and so they moved themselves to Holland. And in order to be accepted in this new country, they started to cook their Indonesian food because they knew the Dutch people would.
Yeah, that part I'm questioning. Nice little story. I'm not entirely sure that part is accurate. Most of it was fairly accurate, I think.
Love it. And tonight we're trying sabor.
So, I guess, let's actually, no, I'm not saying anything. Let's see if she actually goes for this thing. There is something related to Indonesian cuisine here that's interesting to try. I'm going to see if she mentions it, because if she doesn't mention it, it should be mentioned.
This very spicy but very delicious sambal. Breakfast this morning.
I wonder how much Indonesian changed during that period. Yeah, I know, eh?
In Den Haag is at a place called Anne and Max, and these guys use organic, biodynamic and fair trade ingredients. They also work with socially responsible organisations, and what I particularly love is that these guys make their own chocolate sprinkles, and I basically sprinkle these on everything. And now it is time for some museums. I'm at Voor Linden, which is an art museum, and it's pretty new in Den Haag because it only opened in 2016.
She's in a museum.
Spider sculpture at the entrance.
Oh, I saw that. We did see that. Oh yeah, Nate and I did see this one. Was it this one or a different one? Nate. Which spider sculpture did we see? She's in Den Haag. I don't think it was one in Den Haag, right? We saw a spider sculpture.
Yeah, we saw one very similar.
Spider sculpture's a creepy, man. You walk underneath it, and I'm just thinking of Shelob in Lord of the Rings. Please, Shelob, leave me alone. Okay, we're back.
Huge spider sculpture at the entrance. This piece of art behind me is called Open-Ended by an American artist called Richard Serra, and it weighs almost 216 tons, and it's actually the heaviest indoor installation in the whole of Holland.
Interesting. Oh, we got an ad again, because I keep pausing.
Ben je verzekerd van een lekkere maaltijd.
Hey, it's a Dutch ad, it's fine.
En de beste verse ingrediënten. In precies de juiste
De
hoeveelheid.
beste verse
Thuisbezorgd
ingredient.
wanneer het jou uitkomt.
Ingredient.
Alles wat je nodig hebt om vers en
Alles
gevarieerd
wat
te
je
koken.
nodig hebt. Everything that you need.
Zin in HelloFresh?
How's my Dutch? Click op the link. Click on the link! Order now. No, not ordering.
The last Dutch snack before I head back home has got to be kibbeling by the beach. And kibbeling is basically chunks of cod that are breaded and deep fried, and you typically have it dipped into.
Well, kibbeling is pretty good. They also do that with shrimps. And I like the shrimp version of kibbeling. What I like better than kibbeling, because I have a thing about not having too much bready stuff, is lekkerbekjes. Let me see if I can look this up for you. Lekkerbekjes. Is this supposed to really mean tasty beaks or something, Nate? I'm just gonna look at what bekje means. Oh, Frisian. Yeah, beak.
Bekje.
It is a beak. Lekker bikes? No, bekjes. Did I misspell it, Nate?
No, the etymology is complicated.
It's showing me, but there we go, I found it. I had to take off the S. This is lekkerbekjes. It's basically breaded fish. I like this a lot better than the kibbeling. The kibbeling is really good though if you get it fresh at the market. They're really, really good. But this, speaking of fish, I do have a fish burger to eat. This one looks good. But that's probably like, you know, let's go back to this. Anyways, back to this. Yes, kibbeling is definitely one of those things you gotta try. Definitely tried that probably in my first week of moving here.
Type of mayonnaise, but you must watch out for the seagulls.
Yes, watch out for seagulls. They're horrible.
That is it from this trip to Holland. I hope you guys have really enjoyed the places I've shown you in Utrecht and The Hague, especially the places to eat. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you guys next time.
I don't know. I mean, okay, yeah, she did not mention one thing. She did not mention, okay, well, she missed out the lekkerbekjes, which is pretty much like the kibbeling, but the other thing is called a rijsttafel, which is related to the Indonesian cuisine here because they came up with the idea, and the rijsttafel was kind of a mixed Dutch-Indonesian thing, and it's basically a rice table, literally translated as rice table. Rice table.
Rijsttafel.
And basically it's a pretty interesting kind of meal in which you're served a ton of different dishes, like small portions of a ton of different dishes. And it's so the history behind that, I believe, was in Indonesia, I guess, when they were serving royalty or people of high honor to show respect to them, they would serve something like this, like that, and it's a bunch of different dishes, small portions of different dishes, and that's actually really, really nice to try here. That's one of the things you should definitely try if you're interested in Indonesian cuisine at all. And let's just look up the let's see if I can find a Wikipedia article about the rijsttafel. Well, there's one in Dutch, and there's one in English. But look at this. It's yummy food. Yummy food. And also, so down the street from me, actually, I shouldn't say that. there is a restaurant here that sells a Dutch rice tafel, meaning that it's like the Indonesian rice tafel, except the dishes are exclusively Dutch dishes, and like stofvlees or something, and it's actually really, really yummy. And they also have their stamp pots, which is basically mashed potatoes with other stuff with it, and those are actually interesting. And these are the things she's not mentioning in the thing there, like stamp pot. Stamp pot is definitely is standard Dutch. It's very traditional Dutch. This is like stamp pot, and they like that. But rice tafel is yummy. So let's read the Dutch one. No, that's stamp pot. Wrong way. Rice tafel. De rice tafel is een combinatie van rijstschottels. So rijstschottels is rice dishes. En bijgerechten and appetizers of the Indonesische cooking and Indisch cooking. Basically, ontstaan in Netherlands, India. I understand that. I can't translate right now. I'll just read the English one for you guys. Read this for myself later. Okay, so rice tafel. We're basically saying the same thing. So dishes, so basically appetizers from the Indonesian kitchen, oh, there's a difference between Indonesis and Indies. Indies is as, there's two different meanings. Indian, that's what I thought. So they all put it together. The history. Oh, there's in this article they're saying it's unclear. And this word banquet that they want to translate from Dutch, they're saying is like in feestmaal. In feestmaaltijd. Yummy food today. I'm getting you guys hungry, aren't I? I'm sorry. I love food. I love food from different cultures. Okay, so we talked about this. It means rice table. It's an Indonesian elaborate meal adapted by the Dutch following the Hindang presentation of nasi padang from the Padang region of West Sumatra. Consists of many. 40 is not an unusual number. Side dishes served in small portions accompanied by rice prepared in several different ways. Popular side dishes include egg rolls, sambals, satay, fish, fruit, vegetables, pickles, and nuts. In most areas where it is served, such as the Netherlands and other areas of strong Dutch influence, such as parts of the West Indies, it is known under its Dutch name, rijsttafel. Although the dishes served are undoubtedly Indonesian, the rijsttafel's origins were colonial. The Dutch introduced the rice table not only so they could enjoy a wide array of dishes at a single sitting, but also to impress visitors with the exotic abundance of their colony. Yeah, okay, that's what I was trying to get at. So, like, they'd be like, blah, 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 people come visit. Okay, let's just serve all of this and impress them with what we have. Though funny enough, that whole idea is very Asian. I mean, let's talk about Chinese wedding traditions. Traditional Chinese weddings would serve 10 to 20. It would be 10 to 20 course meal for a traditional Chinese wedding dinner, and the origins for that is basically the groom. I believe it was groom. I think it's the groom's family is trying to prove that they had enough money or something. It was either the bride or the groom, either side. One of the families was trying to prove that they had enough money or whatever. Probably the groom's side, Nate, wasn't it? Because the groom had to pay a dowry to marry the woman, to marry the bride. And then they had to put together a wedding. Somebody put together a wedding, and then anyways, they put together an elaborate wedding to show off how much money they had. Basically, they had an abundance of resources. So this whole aspect amuses me because it reminds me of that kind of perspective. Rice toffels strive to feature an array of not only flavors and colors and degrees of spiciness, but also textures, an aspect that is not commonly discussed in Western food. Such textures may include crispy, chewy, slippery, soft, hard, velvety, gelatinous, sorry. I was going to say glutinous, gelatinous, and runny. So definitely, if you guys like spicy food, Indonesian food, Southeast Asian food, if you ever go to the Netherlands, you might want to try a rice toffel. Granted, they may be a little pricey. It may be a little pricey, but it's definitely worth trying. So, and she didn't mention Stamp Pot. Stamp Pot is kind of like something Dutch people like to make at home. In fact, if you go to the grocery store, you can buy big bags of spinach because they'll often make Stamp Pot with potatoes and spinach too. Yeah, and what else could I say? That was interesting video, but I think she definitely left out some things that I would say are just like more typically Dutch. Oh, back to my pictures. It's alright. Not really seeing. Alright. How much time do I have? Well, it's 2.5 hours. Could probably talk a bit more. How the Dutch view Americans. Okay, let's try this. This will be fun. How the Dutch view Americans. I am Canadian, by the way. Originally from Canada. I was born Canadian, and I guess a lot of people think I just have a standard American accent, but probably my accent is more like Great Lakes accent because of where I'm from. I'm from the Great Lakes area. Dutch culture shock. Well, did they have one about how the Dutch view Canadians? Let's try that. I want to know what they think about Canadians. Dutch are nicer than Canadians? What? I don't sure I want to hear a joke about that. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. How the Dutch view Americans. Let's see how long this video is. Okay, it's got music in the ad. I keep forgetting about that. The video has music. It's going to be problematic sometimes. Okay.
Hi, my name is Yafa, and have you noticed where I'm standing? This city is one of a kind. It's the only city where you can smoke weed, drink alcohol, and take magic mushrooms legally. It's the city that averages the tallest... No, not entirely accurate. Hey man, how's it going? Not entirely accurate. Smoking marijuana here. It's not exactly legal. It's just not legal. It's just not illegal. Right? I'm good, thanks. Okay, let's check out this video about
how the Dutch view Americans, and let's see if they say anything that I can probably enlighten you folks on.
Tallest people in the world. It's also the most dense city in all of Europe. Now these are facts. People in the world.
Let's see.
And take magic one of a kind. It's the only. Hi, my name is Yafa, and have you noticed where I'm standing? This city is one of a kind. It's the.
Hold on, I joined a stream and he's talking about drugs. It is a big misconception here in the Netherlands that smoking marijuana is perfectly legal. It's not entirely. That's not entirely the case, okay? Don't get yourself in trouble.
It's the only city where you can smoke weed, drink alcohol, and take magic mushrooms legally. It's the city that averages the tallest.
And that's why Amsterdam gets a lot of bad tourism, and by bad tourism I mean people that specifically come here just to smoke, take magic mushrooms, and drink, and then trash the city. Please do not trash the city. I felt like this back in Toronto. I don't like it when tourists come to my city and then trash it. Don't do that, please. I like tourists that are there for the culture and they want to appreciate the city. Don't do that. I ban you. I ban you from my cities.
People in the world.
But it is a problem here, especially in Amsterdam with the tourism. Getting tourists like that is not fun for everyone.
World. It's also the most dense city in.
Do nice tourism. Yes, do not do
all
bad
of Europe.
tourism.
Now these are facts. But what about stereotypes? And more specifically, what are the stereotypes that the Dutch have on Americans? And we'll decide for ourselves that which is fact and which is stereotype.
Oh, this is kind of loud. I'm sorry. Let me turn this down. Why is this one really loud? Oh, stop that. It's like ringing in my ears. I've only been to Germany before. Never anywhere else is Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a very nice city. It's a very pretty city if people don't trash it. You're welcome to visit. You are welcome to visit. Definitely welcome to visit. Well, apart from my home country as well. I never understood visiting a city and trashing it. Please, I mean, I guess these people behave that way back in their home city too, maybe? I don't know. Just warning you, I ban you from my cities. Cities, notice I said cities, plural. Plural. It's still loud for me. Why is it so loud? Okay, can we not have music in the video? Thank you.
Stereotypes. What are some of the stereotypes that the Dutch people have about Americans?
About the Americans, they're loud mouths, you know, they got a big mouth and they're loud. And
I think that if it's about Americans that they are like loud and noisy and talk very like overreact.
The very first thing, undoubtedly, I knew it. You see stuff like that on the subreddits. If you go to if you read some of the subreddits, a subreddit Netherlands, a subreddit Amsterdam, some of the Dutch commenters will be like, "Oh no, not another loudmouth American."
Acting, but also nice.
You were expecting that too. Okay, no offense to any people from the UK in my chat. I love you guys, but there are some really loudmouth people from the UK as well, and they come and visit Amsterdam, and it's not much. They're not much more pleasant than loudmouth Americans. I'm from the UK. I'm ready to be offended. Yeah.
Too, not only bad things, and talk very like overreacting, but also nice too, not only bad things.
I think big things. Everything is big because of the commercials in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, are when they talk about Americans that everything's big. I don't know. Thing.
And they talk about big things because when they talk about Americans, everything is big, and I'm like thinking, Oh dear. No offense to Americans. I mean, Nate is originally from the United States. I love my American boyfriend very much, okay? And no offense to any other Americans who are listening right now, but I just gotta say, they're thinking America, big things. I'm gonna say big eagle. I'm Canadian, okay? Canada, U.S. When the Olympics comes around, I'm always rooting for not the U.S. to win. Just not the U.S. I don't care who wins in the Olympics. Just not the U.S. Yes. Nate's laughing. Yes, I do love my American boyfriend.
The cars, everything.
But that being said, Nate is not a loudmouth American. He's very nice. Norway! Yes. Are you trying to say I should root for Norway in the next Olympics? Are they good at hockey? Or taekwondo? Oh my god, I know where they're standing in this video. I know exactly where they are. Well, exactly where they are, as in the minute I walk by and see that spot, I know it was this spot. Winter. I smell passive-aggressive fade, I like it.
Everything is big because of the commercials in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands are.
What do you mean passive-aggressive? It's not passive-aggressive at all. I'm straight out telling you people.
When they talk about Americans, that everything's big. I don't know.
Like everything's
Everything. The cars, everything.
Yes, but just when you have a conversation with them. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, yes. So.
She's funny.
The mighty question.
The mighty question, yes. That they think a lot of themselves. That's the big thing in my mind.
What did I say? Big ego.
That Americans do think a lot of themselves.
Everything big, eh? Hey, the A is not American. The A part's Canadian. Get it right, eh? I'm kidding. That was actually a big, that was just a big joke.
They think they're better than everybody else. That's my biggest problem with Americans. Sorry about that if I'm offending you as an American.
No, it's alright. I can take it.
Good.
When it comes to stereotypes, what are some of the stereotypes that the Dutch people have about Americans?
And I think they're just very individual. They're also very religious.
So what do you mean individual?
Yeah, well, like it costs Obama really a lot of efforts to get something like social health security pushed through. So people just want to be left alone on themselves and, well, a little bit look after yourself, and God looks after everybody.
Okay, so it's like everyone's out for themselves. There's no, like, you have no backup. It's just like you're out there.
That is very interesting, because I do think the Netherlands is, as a country, is very socialist. I think in general, from what I've seen after being here, and part of what I knew about the Netherlands before moving here was they were very socialist in perspective as a country, and that's an aspect I really like. Being from Canada, Canada's kind of like, I would say Canada's sort of like mixed between being very individualistic and very socialist as a country.
Out in the wilderness, you try and survive.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too black or white, but
okay.
Compared to other countries, most Western countries, I think America is a little bit more individual. Yeah.
And another thing they really say a lot is they're fake.
They're fake?
Yeah, that's what they say.
What do you mean they're fake? In regards to what?
That's what the Dutch people say about, oh yeah, the Americans are always so fake. They're always smiling and so cheerful, and you're their best friends, and yeah, coming to my house, and I think it's just very nice way of being, but Dutch people perceive it as fake.
When it comes to like stereotypes, what are some of the stereotypes that the Dutch people have about Americans?
That Americans are like fake.
They're fake?
Yes, they're fake because they are extremely polite, which in Holland they are not. so that actually, it can be like, hey, is it meant like that?
Hold on a second, people. I gotta look at this because... Nate, I think I know where this is. I'm just gonna full screen this because I want to look at the street sign. Nate, you know where this is, Nate? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna get some coffee. All right, Ben.
They're afraid that it's not
Genuine.
exactly, because in Holland they are in that way genuine, sometimes rude.
Politeness. I think Americans are very polite, very friendly.
Nice and open and welcoming.
Yeah. No, it's not nice people, and a friendliness that we don't know in Europe. A more maybe slightly, maybe even naive friendliness, but it's from the heart, and we're not used to that in Europe.
Any other stereotypes that people have about Americans?
Also, I think they're intolerant on the whole. I think.
I like this old Dutch lady. She's like so honest. Oh my god, that's awesome.
They are more intolerant than say we are.
The old Dutch lady says Americans are full of themselves and they're intolerant. They think a lot of themselves.
No, it's just as I say. It's just that I think that they do think they are better than everybody else. That's all. And I don't like that idea that you are. I think we're all the same, and we all should feel that we're no better than anyone else. And, but nobody's better than us. That's my motto in life. We're no better than anyone else, but nobody's better than us.
Where does
She's a smart lady. Smart lady. It's not.
some of the stereotypes that the Dutch people have about Americans?
Well, I think they assume that Americans feel that everything's big over there. So I should say that's a stereotype.
Oh, is it that direction? It is, isn't it? You're right. You're right, Nate. Yeah, we knew where they are. Just don't usually see it straight from that angle because they're at the end. Oh, it is. You're right. Are they standing right where the fountain's, like just where it starts?
Maybe a little before, but in that area.
Where'd you see the
What do you mean
fountains?
big?
Well, you know, we have this impression that...
What do you mean big?
Well, you know, we have this impression that...
Dutch people have about Americans.
Well, I think they assume that Americans feel that everything's big over there. So I should say that's a stereotype.
What do you mean big?
Well, you know,
Think
we
a lot
have
of
this
themselves,
impression
intolerant.
that if Americans come to
This
the
isn't
Netherlands
good.
where everything is small, of course, that they compare and they think, you know, with...
Oh, speaking of the whole big and small thing, yeah, I think I was reading one of the magazines here that they published for English speakers, and they had, like, in the magazine they had interviewed people about what their thoughts are about visiting the city, Amsterdam. And one time when I was reading it, one guy said, "Oh, it's a quaint little city or town or something." I'm like, Amsterdam is not little. I mean, it's geographically smaller than Toronto, but I wouldn't describe it as a little city. And if you thought it was quaint little city, maybe you didn't go throughout the whole city. If you just went to Amsterdam and stayed in Centraal, around Centraal, you won't see very much, and it will seem like a quaint little city.
In America, everything's bigger, and many things are big. It's a bigger country, and
So like bigger cars and bigger people.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are some other stereotypes that the Dutch have about Americans?
Patriotic, religious, but yeah, speaking loud, religious, patriotic. You got a few there.
Any more
Loud, patriotic, religious. This is what the older guy is saying. The older lady was saying they think a lot of themselves and they're intolerant.
Traditions or things that you don't understand about American culture.
You keep on trying. Many people, or the idea that many people are obese, that's another thing.
Everything they eat is way more than the rest of the world eats.
Everything they eat is way more than the rest of the world eats. I'm not gonna have coffee and biscuits. That sounds good actually. Nate, do you approve? I think Nate approves.
They're all fat.
They eat a lot of
They're all fat.
And the rest of the world eats. They're all fat.
That's not untrue actually. That is not untrue. America, the United States does have a problem with obesity. They have a serious problem with obesity there. Canada too is, I guess, not too far behind. We gotta watch out. I have no biscuits and need to make coffee. Go make coffee, Nate. We're gonna watch a TV show later, right?
They eat a lot of fast food or something.
Okay, to be fair, I'm Canadian. I like a lot of fast food too. But I like to try to find healthy fast food, and by that I would say when I was back in Toronto, I'd like to go to a fast food Japanese place. But they would serve teriyaki, like salmon teriyaki with just, and they didn't use exactly a grill. They used like that smooth hot plate thing to make the vegetables on. So it would be salmon teriyaki, stir-fried vegetables, and some rice with from a Japanese fast food place for a meal. That I don't consider is terrible for fast food, honestly. Depends where you go. McDonald's can be, yeah, be careful.
Like burgers and pizza.
Yeah, man. That's yeah. They're fat and
Yeah, well, they eat a lot. they eat big portions. Is what I hear. I don't know from experience, but
I forgot daylight savings would mean now you're only 1 hour ahead of me. I think I'm still only an hour, always an hour ahead of you if you're in the UK, Ben. We jump forward at the same time. Except back in Toronto when they switched it, they jumped forward earlier and they're only 5 hours behind until we move forward.
that's what I hear.
And what kind of food do they eat? Big portion.
Yeah,
Big portions.
fat and
yeah.
Okay, don't fault the big portions. I like the big portions. I do miss going to a buffet sometimes. Oh wait, I'm so confused. I'm in the Netherlands. We jump forward at the same time.
Well, they eat a lot. they eat big portions. Is what I hear. I don't know from experience, but that's what I hear.
And what kind of food do they eat? Big portion.
Yeah, of course, hamburgers and pizzas.
Okay, well, I'm not standard Canadian. You know, I am kind of mixed culture Canadian, so I like my Korean buffets, Indian buffets, Chinese buffets. Occasionally a nice breakfast buffet. Oh yeah, you're not very dumb. We have our days.
Okay, so where'd you get?
Do you see all the bikes going by in the background? That's how crazy it is here with the cycling.
These stereotypes from?
Well, people who've been there, television, magazines. Yeah.
So the people that have been there, they're like, oh my god, you gotta see these burgers, they're huge.
Just something like that, yes.
Are there any other stereotypes that you could think of?
What?
You guys don't want to know about the triple burgers that I like to have occasionally. To be fair, I've just had a 2-hour mind frying Zoom mind frying Zoom like a Zoom call. I don't use Zoom.
Workaholic?
Workaholic?
Yes. Never take holidays?
Yes, that is definitely North American culture. That's one of the things I wanted to get away from in North America is the 9 to 5, trying to hold a job in North America that demands you to do 9 to 5, 40 hours a week with barely an hour for lunch. And, you know, it gets really stressful and very tiring, especially if you have other goals and other things you'd like to do. The rat race is basically the rat race. I don't miss that rat race. I don't miss that rat race. I'm glad to be away from that and hope I never have to experience that again. Ever. Ever again.
They're really easy to...
Workaholic?
Yes, never take holidays.
It's the whole... It's like, do you work because you need to work to live, or do you live to work? I would say there's a lot of people in North America. I would say a lot of people in North America, right? Would you say a lot of people in North America? Let's just say a significant number of people in North America, right, live to work.
Yeah.
They live to work. They're not just working because they need to. They live to work. That's fine if you like your job. It is fine. Don't get me wrong. It's totally fine if you like your job and you want to work and you totally love what you're doing. That's totally fine. But for some people, that's not an option. For most people, they need to work to live in order to live.
They're really easy to manipulate.
For
example, in this case, Donald Trump for president. I know a lot of Dutch people who really have their question marks with that sort of.
Japan is indeed all about work. I did have a marketing professor back in university, and he used to be the vice president of a major company, Procter & Gamble, actually, I believe. My marketing professor was a vice president of Procter & Gamble in Japan, and he worked in Japan for a significant amount of years, and he said, yeah, basically there are a lot of cultural differences between working in Japan and working in Canada. And actually, he was originally from the UK. He was British originally. So he basically, his whole life experience was British, Canadian, and Japanese. That's the cultural experience he had. And as a marketing professor, he was also wrote articles in Canadian newspapers about marketing and business. And but yeah, he was VP in Japan for Procter & Gamble, one of the marketing departments or something. And he said, yeah, the culture is crazy. You got to prepare yourself to be like, even when you leave the office, you're still at work with your colleagues, and you go to a bar or something, you're talking work. They will just serve you drinks and you can continue to talk about work. It's just kind of non-stop. It's crazy. But they also had an interesting Valentine's Day. In Japan, Valentine's Day, in the workplace, basically the secretaries would all just pitch in and buy their boss Valentine's presents. He loved that part. I know he loved that part.
Sort of stuff.
I remember him talking about it in class. He just got this nice glimmer in his eye and just smiling fondly about the memories of getting Valentine's presents from the his secretaries in Japan.
And ignorant.
But the one good thing about Japan that I like from a business perspective, Japan, generally a lot of major Japanese companies, they don't make a 10, 20-year business plan. They don't even make just a 50-year business plan. They make a 100-year business plan to ensure that the business is going to be successful years down the road. Sexism is not a thing in Japan. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure most of his secretaries were women. So that's why I like getting the Valentine's presents.
And you see there is these little things on YouTube or
okay, yes.
wherever TV, and then they interview an American and then...
But it was interesting. It's not that the guys had to go give the girls Valentine's presents. It was an employee-employer scenario.
Go like, oh, do you know where Amsterdam is?
That sort of stuff.
Dumb and
have their question marks. I know a lot sort of stuff.
Dumb and ignorant. You see there is these little things on YouTube or wherever TV, and then they interview an American and they go like, oh, do you know where Amsterdam is? Oh yeah, that's the capital of Germany, or you know.
What?
They say things like this.
So you know their geological locations.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Be more specific. Things on high schools and universities, the sorority things, the student life seems that they're really easy to have intercourse with other people. They're really.
Oh, he said it as politely as he could. I give him credit. He said that as politely as he could. To be fair, I thought Amsterdam was the capital of Germany for a few years till like year 7 when we did actually do German language. Really? I kind of knew it was in the Netherlands. I mean, at the time I thought Holland, but it is in Holland. Amsterdam is in the province of North Holland, which is in the country, the Netherlands, which is in the kingdom of the Netherlands, by the way, people. There's a difference between the country, the Netherlands, and the kingdom of the Netherlands. But this guy is trying to be polite, but I know what he's trying to say. And I have observed that kind of behavior.
They're really not that hard to get into bed, and it doesn't really depend on if they're here or if you're in America, you know.
Okay, they interviewed this guy and he's trying to be as polite as possible. He's basically saying that it seems like Americans are easy.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if they're here in Amsterdam or in America. It's either way. Oh my god. Damn.
They really.
Oh boy. That's harsh, people. Harsh. I gotta go clean kisses. Alright, Tite. Buenos dias. I'm gonna be done soon after this video, actually.
They really want something, and that's a thing that's different. The fact that everything is really driven on cars and stuff. We do everything by bike. We walk a lot, and I think a lot of people think in America everything is automatic. Like the movie WALL-E, but in WALL-E everything is sort of automatic, and at a certain point we will just get carried around in seats and that kind of stuff. I think a lot of people think that will start in the United States.
People.
No, I mean, Japanese culture, they like their robots too. I mean, they have robots serving in restaurants now in Japan. Granted, it may not be all the restaurants yet, but I mean, I'm not against technology. I think there's a balance to be had between technology and our environment. And if we use technology properly, we can probably also help preserve the environment, parts of the environment. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think I understand what he's getting at. And also the culture in Amsterdam, the bike culture in Amsterdam, was historically a reaction to too many cars in the city. Like, they didn't want the cars, they didn't want highways going through their city and stuff. So and that's why Amsterdam has a huge biking culture. Sadly though, I like to joke about this because this is what it often feels like, is the bicyclists have beaten the car drivers into submission, but continue to terrorize the pedestrians. I don't mind the bike culture, but I'm very much a pedestrian. I like walking and running. I like walking around, and I like running to places and seeing things. I would love to live in a city that is pedestrian friendly. Generally here, and it's kind of funny here, what I found is that if I'm dressed up in running gear, if I'm out for a run, most of the time the drivers are really nice. If I'm a pedestrian, they're not quite as nice. Like, the drivers and cyclists are really nice if I'm actually running, and they'll let me go. But if I'm walking, they're just like, it's like the cyclists see you walking and they pedal faster to try and cut you off. I'm like, it's just so rude. But back in Toronto, road rage. Road rage is a thing in North America. Road rage, usually amongst car drivers, maybe motorcyclists as well. Here, road rage is amongst the cyclists, and I mean, it's not just cyclists against pedestrians, it's cyclists against cyclists. I've seen cyclists yelling at each other here, and I'm like, oh my god. I like it here, but there are some things that like I would say, yeah, it's
People like to
different,
have-
and they need to work on some things too here and be nicer.
I think that will start in the United States.
That people like to have weapons as well. The idea that they can protect themselves, that's something we...
The Second Amendment is something that we don't understand at all.
And this amendment they're talking about.
Well, we know.
Oh no, the Second Amendment is something we don't understand at all. I kind of understand it. I spent some time having a discussion about guns, gun control, and whether or not people should have the right to bear arms, quote. I'm Canadian, I was born Canadian. We have different rules about guns and gun control in Canada than in the States. Kind of changed my perspective over the years, but not to the point where I think everyone should just be able to go out to the store and buy a gun. I don't believe that at all. I believe people should be trained and they should be licensed. But I also think that you got to be very careful in a country. In Canada and the US, technically they're both police states. The police have guns. The average citizen, especially in Canada, average citizen cannot have a gun on them at all. And it's very easy for people in authority to use that over you, especially when there's a big difference of power like that. So I've since kind of changed my perspective on guns and gun control. That being said, I don't want a gun in my home. I would never want a gun in my home, not without really, really good reason or cause. It's confusing how it is implemented. Yeah, it is. But it was kind of explained to me some years ago, and it's complicated, and it's very, very hard to change the laws of the United States in regards to their right to bear arms, because it's part of the Constitution. They're too far into it. I think it's more than that, though. I mean, and plus the original idea was probably the right to bear arms was probably specifically written for what I was talking about, to protect the civilian from a police state, from a situation where the government turns on its own civilians and uses stuff against the civilians, and the civilians have no way to protect themselves against people that we're supposed to help protect them and serve them. So I've changed my perspective a little bit on that. So it's that perspective you kind of have to understand, and also remember when the American Constitution was written. It was after the American Revolution. And, the Americans, they had a revolution against England, right? Against Britain at the time, right? It was Britain at the time. So they were thinking about what would happen between a sovereign state, what's the best way to say it, Nate? I'm trying to think. A sovereign state, in a sovereign state, basically any government that would come down on their civilians. There are some good movies made in the past about this stuff. I think Siege was one of them, maybe. Let me just look this up. I'm gonna look this up. There was a movie made some time ago about this idea, about was it Siege or was it a different one? No, it wasn't that one. Nate, do you know what movie I'm talking about? I know you know because we've talked about it in the past. There was a movie made some years ago about basically what would happen if the United States government basically turned on its own civilians. Was this Siege? No, it wasn't Siege. It was something else. No, it's not that one either. No, it wasn't this one either. I don't think it was this one. Was it this one? No, that's a Will Smith movie. Which one do you think? Which one am I thinking of, Nate? Please tell me. Yes, Will. Excuse me. Anyways, never mind. I can't remember what the movie is. But we'll go back to this video. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about the gun control, and I've changed my opinion on it over the years. So, I do kind of understand the American Constitution on that and the Second Amendment, but I won't get much more into that.
No, we know what the content is, we just don't know why you would have it.
So, where'd you get these stereotypes from?
I think most of it is from the internet, from Facebook, from...
Internet, Facebook, oh dear.
From specific groups which bring out a media which is really focused on the way people look at things, obviously. I think it's a lot of media pressure we have, a lot of programs we watch. Sort of have the same things as well, especially when you're young. We get a lot of American programs to start with. I think it starts really early, actually. Most of it through media. I think most of it through media. Yeah.
So where'd you guys get these stereotypes from?
With stereotypes, you know, there's often some truth, of course. So, of course, you come across Americans who confirm those kind of stereotypes. There are others who go against it. So with Obama, you know, many perceptions have been killed because there was this idea that America's ruling the world,
Nate, you're mean to me.
that they intervene wherever they want to, and things are changing. So, but that's not an answer to your question.
We're in the great land of Germany, home of some of the greatest beers in the world.
Oh,
this great land
he's gonna
has
do
over
a How
1,200
Germans View
breweries
Americans
and
some other time. Okay, so that was done. That was interesting.
Hi.
Oh, did it just start over for some reason? Okay, well that was kind of interesting. Maybe next time we'll find out how the Dutch view Canadians. Or Canada. Maybe next time we'll do that one. I don't know. No. What Germans think about Canada? This one might be interesting some other time. Why do Canada and the Netherlands love each other? I actually know why, I think, because I found out about it. And I actually never understood why there was a big tulip festival in Ottawa every year in Canada. But, what do Europeans really think of Canada? Oh, interesting. I have seen Canadian veterans here in the Netherlands celebrating the May 4th, May 5th. We have Dodenherdenkingsdag, which is basically the Dutch Remembrance Day on, I believe, on May 4th, and May 5th is Bevrijdingsdag, which is Liberation Day. Huh? Ben, you found a phantom core. Awesome. That's actually really good for crafting. You can craft some really good gear with that later if you have enough. How has your perspective on Canada changed? I still love Canada. I love Canada. I'm still Canadian. I'm always going to be Canadian. Well, hey, how the Dutch view themselves. Maybe next time we'll do that one. Plus, there's also a book that I would recommend if people are interested. There was a book. What was that book called? There was a book, The Undutchables. I need to read this sometime, but I guess if I can get a copy of this and read it on stream, maybe it'll be interesting. There's a book called The Undutchables. If people are interested in Dutch culture, this was written by expats, but apparently Dutch natives speak Dutch natives here, like people that grew up in the Netherlands, have read this book and commented and said it's pretty much true. That would be an interesting. I'm so pog. Yeah, Phantom Core is the best gear in the game. It is true. Oh wait, we have a dungeon. Okay, but anyways, I'm about to end the stream. We will go raid if there's enough people around. Are there enough people around? There are enough people around. We will go raid somebody. That was fun. I'm thinking about adding this kind of stuff into my Sunday streams. We're gonna talk about culture and different perspectives and stuff, and also try to avoid too much political talk. I try to avoid too much political talk. I'm sorry about that. But yes, I think it's just, I think I understand. It's hard to understand the the United States and the gun culture there. It is hard to understand, but I also understand legally why they have an issue there. Yes, we're gonna rate somebody. Let's check the Duolingo category and see if there's any new Duolingo people around. I really gotta get a copy of this book. Wait, it's been translated into Dutch and traditional Chinese. It's updated every year. The problem is, I'll have to look into that. The problem is when I'm gonna read it, and I'd like to get the latest copy. Alright, so give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go look for somebody to raid in the Duolingo category. If not, we'll go raid somebody I already know. And I am probably gonna go watch another episode of The Debris. Actually, is it called The Debris or Debris? Debris. Debris TV show is actually really, really, really good. I'm impressed. I watched the first episode, the pilot episode, and went, I gotta watch more of this. 4 episodes in, I'm still really liking it a lot. It's a little like X-Files and Fringe together. So it's quite interesting. Please stick around for the raid. We'll try to find somebody fun. Actually, I know who we're gonna raid. Oh, excuse my throat, please. And I'm thirsty. I do know who I'm gonna raid, but let's give a little bit of some shout outs for people. Let's just do some shout outs. Excuse me. Who's that? Yes, definitely, we're gonna do that. We are gonna raid somebody. I'm just gonna do a quick shout out. Shout out for Rachel. You guys know Rachel. She is a mod on my channel. Feel free, go check her out. She is playing The Last of Us right now. Not one of my favorite games, but go feel free and go and support her. Yeah, not one of my favorite games because I didn't really like the characters, and I play games to have fun, not to watch drama. That's the way I feel about it. Maybe other people feel differently, but that's fine. Shout out Adrenaline, who pops into the stream once in a while. I think that's about it for now. And we are gonna go raid. We're gonna raid somebody who's learning Japanese. Yeah. And I will probably have to raid and run because I do want to watch that show. Another episode of Debris is out, so. And I'm gonna say thanks for popping in on this impromptu, non-monolingual and multicultural stream in which I learned a little bit of Indonesian on Duolingo, a little bit of Japanese on LingoDeer, and we watched a few videos basically about Dutch culture. So I'm gonna say bye-bye for now. I will be back tomorrow afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time, UTC +2, with probably a game. Alright, please say NinjaBot raid. Raid now. NinjaBot's incoming. Thanks for being here. See you all later.